So call him at 770-697-0100. Doug sells all forms of health insurance. His plans have no deductibles, and you don't have to switch doctors. If you're paying too much for health insurance, Doug can help. He has over 20 years experience. You can go to his website and request a quote. Go to yourchoicehealthplan.net. That's yourchoicehealthplan.net, or call his cell phone at 770-697-0100. Doug can make a plan that you will be able to use. Call 770-697-0100 and he can help. Or go to his website to request a quote, yourchoicehealthplan.net, and contact him. Doug says don't fret. Go to yourchoicehealthplan.net and he can bring rates down. 770-697-0100.
WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey broadcasting station. The 3 p.m. hour is presented by First Liberty Building and Loan.
The Vice President will speak in an hour. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News, at Howard University in Washington after conceding the election in a phone call.
A senior aide says Vice President Harris called President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory. Fox News is told the vice president discussed the importance of a peaceful transfer of power and being a president for all Americans.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz in Washington. President Biden has also called President-elect Trump to congratulate him on the election win and to invite him to the White House for a transition meeting. The victory has gotten bigger. Michigan, the third of the so-called blue wall states, has been called for President-elect Trump. He has claimed 5 of the 7 battleground states. Arizona and Nevada still too close to call. The GOP will retake control of the U.S. Senate in the next Congress.
The filibuster will stand. There won't be any new states admitted that give a partisan advantage to the other side. And we'll quit beating up the Supreme Court every time we don't like a decision they make.
It's outgoing Republican Senate leader Mitch McConnell who called the election a referendum on the current administration. Another close Senate race has been called. Wisconsin Democrat Tammy Baldwin reelected, beating GOP challenger Eric Hovde. Which party will control the House, still to be determined. The federal election interference case against the president-elect will end before his inauguration.
Given the fact DOJ policy says you cannot prosecute a sitting president, Fox News is told that Jack Smith will be gone from his post as special counsel, meaning the cases will be gone before Trump takes the oath of office.
Fox's David Spunt in Washington. Wall Street soaring the day after the election. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 1,451 points. NASDAQ 526 points higher. The S&P 500 up 140. America is listening to Fox News.
You know, I'm a gun guy, Second Amendment guy, and I want to tell you about a family-owned company that I just love. It's Henry Repeating Arms. Now, they make more than 200 models of rifles, shotguns, revolvers right here in America. The quality's so good, they have a lifetime guarantee. The craftsmanship and smooth action, they are top-notch. I speak from experience. Every Henry I own, accurate right out of the box. They've all been reliable ever since. The best way to learn about Henry, get their free catalog. They'll send you free decals and a list of dealers where you are and a great newsletter. Just go to henryusa.com. That's one word, henryusa.com. Click on the free catalog button. It's in the upper right-hand corner. And they even donate to our military and veterans and law enforcement and first responders, children's hospitals, families with sick kids. They do it all. And also Guns for Great Causes programs. Anyway, go to henryusa.com, get your free catalog, free decals, and a list of dealers where you are, henryusa.com.
Oh, mercy! It's morning in America. Holy smokes! Yeah, baby. 303. America. Awakening. We're coming back. Yeah, baby. And by the way, I'm not in favor of this whole unity, forgive and forget, conciliatory bullcrap. No, sir. No. I am not going to be your role model for you freaking woke, pansy, sissy folks. And by the way, for example, false walls. Pete Davis, didn't you tell me that Donald Trump actually won the district where False Waltz lives in Minnesota?
Well, his home county.
And so, I mean, boom. in Minnesota. God,
Well, as
anyway.
my friends from Iowa, the Iowegian, said, the squareheads in Minnesota outside of Minneapolis, St. Paul, they don't like him.
The squareheads. That's like a farmer.
That's
thing.
what they no. It's a Swede. They're Swedes. They're squareheads.
They're just they have that's a physical.
I have a squarehead.
A cranium thing. I'm a Swedish and Norwegian and German thing. So anyway. All right, look out for it. It's only me. It's only the Kibber with Pete Davis and Flounder. Boys, holy cow! And we would really love to get. I don't like that when it's out of place. If it's not in place, I don't like it. Sorry. And we'd love to hear your phone calls. In fact, I'd love to hear your story. Did you wait up all night? Did you go to bed? What were you thinking? And I can tell you my version. And I didn't stay up all night long. I stayed up for a while, and then I said, "Not get." And then I mean,
not after 2 Modelo's.
Go for the dose.
Hey, that was fun, by the way. Last night,
That was a blast.
I say so myself.
That's how radio should be: entertaining and informative.
That's our goal. And I think I kind of snapped out the King family. We're done. You got Janelle and
Mr. Kelvin.
and Kelvin King. I don't think they were quite used to the Kimmer on a live shot, kind of a over extra.
You wanted to kill them.
I do want to kill him.
I do want to kill him. Anyway, that was kind of cool. Here's the number: 404-741-1230. 741-1230. We got a million things to talk about with the election and what it means. And honestly, I was still nervous, and I was hoping that because there was no COVID Chinese virus that they couldn't fake it like they did before. But still, I was still nervous about it.
I said, you want me nervous because when I'm happy, we don't win.
Yeah, and again, all the indications to me were that with a groundswell of support, I couldn't imagine he could lose, and I was still doubtful because I did it last time. I mean, how can you explain that that Biden got more votes? Well, we'll get to all that stuff, but still. So I got up. I got early this morning. I popped up and I said, I've got to check my phone. I got to see, just to see what happened, and it said Trump predicted winner. So I thought, oh my God. I mean, honestly, at that moment. Literally, that was like 4 o'clock this morning, 3:52 or whatever it was. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, wow, our country's back. I remember thinking it only means that the fringe weirdos of the Socialist Democrat Party for the one-party Nazi censorship system doesn't fit in America still, thank God. I was nervous because, social media, cell phone stuff, the link and TikTok and X. I mean,
Elon Musk may have single-handedly saved this country and Western civilization.
Elon Musk may... I'm trying to think of, inventors like Edison and Henry Ford changing. But Elon Musk is going to be one of the top 5 guys in 200 years who made a difference to, literally changing the course of a culture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put too much on it, but still, it was clear that middle America just isn't going for this razzmatazz Cleopatra on the float, let's elect her because she's black and female. That was one thing.
But not just that. But blacks and Latinos have woken up.
It meant that the DEI, once and for all, has been proven on a national level. It's not good. It doesn't work. It backfires. It's wrong. You can't run a business that way. You couldn't run if you were looking for a babysitter for your children. Would you say I only want a Mexican, a cripple with one leg in a wheelchair because that's the category we're looking for these days?
You can't fix historical errors with more errors. You don't fix racism with more racism.
It doesn't make any sense. And the reason is, again, we are such a lazy country now, and for good reason. We have every reason to be. We have the technology where we don't have to do anything. Working from home, ordering on the phone. We haven't suffered. We haven't really been through it all. Most people in America, and that's why we just got lazy, I think. And finally, they realized this isn't working. This is just the wrong thing.
It's funny last night because Fox kind of said, okay, Brett Baer says, okay, it's not official, but he's going to win at 2:30, and a bunch of us on Twitter. Why are you up? Why are you stay up? I'm staying up because last time I went to bed, we lost. We woke up and it was over.
I was sure in 2020, Trump creamed him.
We got some phone calls.
Let's take phone calls at 308-404-741-1230. What do you think? How do you feel? And if you're a liberal, I'd love to hear from you. Seriously, on your we don't screw you. In fact, we're coming to get you. I'm sorry.
We're not coming together.
Yeah, I am.
We're coming for you.
I'm coming to get you. Yeah, we're going to arrest them all. Those January 6 people, all are going to be investigated and put in jail for lying under oath in a fake breathtaking federal commission to interfere with an election.
And
Liz
destroying
Cheney,
evidence.
all of them.
Destroying
and
evidence.
they destroyed all the evidence from those fake hearings, too, by the way. Anyway, I'm sorry. Phone call.
Bill
We got
Sheehan is on the line.
I'm sorry?
Bill Sheehan.
Bill Sheehan. Hey, oh, God, I think you may have texted me something, Bill, and I got caught up in stuff and I didn't answer it. How you doing, man? What's going on?
Talk to him now.
Get off your phone.
He's on the phone.
He's got it right here. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, here we go. It's a great, great victory for our constitutional republic.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
I mean, it showed that the people were fed up right to their eyebrows with all this woke, DEI, and liberalism.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy today.
You know, the thing, Bill, that got me was I really took a breath because it appeared to me that the just basic common sense things are maybe coming up to the forefront again, where most families really don't believe that a 12-year-old boy should play on the girls' team or a 17-year-old boy on the girls' team, even worse. They don't believe that a boy or girl should change their gender at school, being hidden by the school nurse and have their families not know anything about it. They're just not in favor of, taking our guns. They're not in favor of all the, whether it's fracking or opening the borders or opening the pipeline, all those things were wrong for America. And we've been suffering for it because of it. And finally, thank God, basic Americans who I don't think most of the people who voted for the first time, probably, a lot of them, they got the results of the turnout. They were just fed up with this stuff, and they're not political people. They don't go to political meetings all year long or something. But thank God they voted because what's going on is just wrong. America came back yesterday at the polls. America came back, I think.
That's right. You're absolutely correct, sir. We showed up and showed out, and we are still strong in this country.
Yes, sir. Bill, you're a great American, my friend. I really appreciate chatting with you anytime. And one of these days we'll play a round of golf, so it'll be on me. I'll try to find a place that'll let me play with them.
Well, God bless you all.
Thank you, Billy.
Thanks,
Bill.
much.
One of the great guys right here. Thanks, Bill. He took Pete Davis on a tour of Augusta National.
It's one of the top memories.
Yeah. It's just, and again, I embarrassed myself with him. I
sure did.
Mistakenly.
He didn't quit talking about it, too.
I know. I'm sorry.
He's a gentleman about it, despite how you acted.
I'm the one who can't stop talking about it because I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, all right, 311.
You should be called Snake.
I should
not
be the
me.
snake. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And,
a lot
real
worse
quick,
than
we got
that.
Clayton on the horn.
Clayton, you're on the radio, man. What's going on? What's up?
Hey, Kimmer, Pete, Flounder, YouTube Mafia. This is just another one of the best days of my life.
Yeah.
And I say that a lot these days, but today for sure. We're up here in Cloudland Canyon camping, and last night at 4 a.m., we went to bed, and I said, we won't know nothing for weeks. And I went to bed, and at 4 a.m., my wife woke me up and said, he won. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, man. I mean, really, and it was a slaughter. We apparently won the presidency and the House and the Senate.
And the Senate.
And that they've already announced we're keeping the filibuster. We're not going to make Washington, D.C. a state. I mean, all you people are not going to take your guns. I mean, they say, and day one, I can't wait. Oh, Clayton, I can't wait for day one. I hope they have a live camera at the Oval Office at 9:01 on day one of Donald Trump's January 20th inauguration, and he sits at his desk and goes boom, 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 and signs about 10 executive orders, stamps them with a
two
thing,
hands.
signs a thing going back left and right, and he just eliminates everything they did. No more open border. We're open up the gas lines, close the border. I mean, just boom, wham, pow.
Assembly
We've
line.
done it before.
Yep.
With any help at all from Congress, and it looks like we might have it.
We will have
so
it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
He'll be able to fix this, straighten the mess right out, and it might be peace on earth by next Christmas.
Yeah. And you know
because he does that.
Yeah,
he
I
has
love
that
it.
strength that makes the enemy say, "Well, maybe we won't do this."
What
right now.
What a story! What a story! American political history. Hey, Clayton, thanks, man. We're all thrilled. I mean, think about it. And the other thing is, here's the difference between the two parties. If the conservatives have total control, we would do what's best for the country.
Right.
We would not eliminate one party. We would not take your stuff. We would do what's best for the country. If the Democrats had all three parts of it, we'd be screwed. We would lose our country.
Come for our money, come for our homes.
But they're going to complain because we're now a monopoly. We own all three branches of government. We're going to do the good things. That's the freaking difference in the two. Oh, man, this is going to be so great. 314, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. And happy Wednesday, man. America's back. We're back, and we're going for revenge, baby. Yeah. Oh, God, I love it.
What will happen on day one after the new president is sworn in? Executive orders will fly. Try to come up with some ideas in what those executive orders will be.
Catch Neil's commentary every day on XTRA 106.3 and the XTRA app.
All right, look out now. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer 314. By the way, one of the guys we want to thank for this election victory is David Van Sant. Seriously, remember David Van Sant. That's why we love our endorsement commercial people who buy advertising on this radio station, because they're the kind of people you want to do business with. David Van Sant actually gave up his advertising time a lot recently to say, I'm a lawyer, but I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about saving our country and elect Donald Trump. Well, I'm so excited that we won. When I go home tonight, maybe I may just crack my car into something just to see if I can call David, because I need an attorney. If you're in a wreck, no, that'd be silly. That'd be stupid. But boy, it's going crazy out there. And if you're in a wreck, even if it's a little fender bender, it can ruin your day and a lot more than that. Okay, well, if you have an accident, especially if it's not your fault, instead of arguing with the guy, make sure you're okay, and then you call David Van Sant. Here's why. Because a couple of good reasons right off the top. One, he used to work for the insurance company, so they see his name on the phone screen and say, "Oh God, it's that freaking Van Sant again, you dirty rat." I'm not. You take it. No, let Mikey take it. I'm not taking it, because he makes them pay more than they want to, which is good. And now insurance companies are great, but they don't want to pay more than they have to. David Van Sant is a whole other story. And for the record, if you don't get paid, he doesn't get paid. So he's in it for you. Here's the number. 855-GA-INJURY. 855-GA-INJURY, and online, vansantlaw.com.
Are you looking for something simple but delicious, sweet but also savory? Discover Schumann Farms Sweet Onions. Schumann Farms is a third-generation family farm with the Real Sweet brand and Mr. Buck's brand sweet onions. Each brand brings savory, sweet deliciousness to every meal. Whether you're grilling, sautéing, or simply adding a fresh crunch to your salad, Schumann Farms has you covered. Look for Schumann Farms Real Sweet brand and your Mr. Buck's brand sweet onions at your grocery store, and taste the difference for yourself. Schumann Farms, the Georgia family farm growing tradition and the world's sweetest onions. Hey sandwich lovers, today's your lucky day. There's a whole new way to roll for lunch or dinner delight with Nucky's Hoagies in the Roswell Corners Shopping Center. Now open. Nucky's Hoagies in Roswell is family owned and operated by the Sub-Sisters, Stacy and Shannon, whose love language is food, and Nucky's Hoagies, their passion. When you bite into a Nucky's Hoagie, you'll taste the difference. The softest hoagie rolls ever, along with hunger-quenching sandwich combinations. Make Nucky's Hoagies in Roswell on Woodstock Road your new favorite spot for lunch or dinner.
Georgia, it's time to make our voices heard. The Georgia Republican Party is committed to protecting our families, our freedoms, and our way of life. In the upcoming 2024-25 elections, we're dedicated to informing, educating, attracting, and inviting all Georgians to vote Republican at every level, state, local, and federal. Your support is crucial. Donations of any size are welcomed and appreciated. Visit gagop.org to donate today, and together, let's make Georgia's future friendly and prosperous for everyone in Georgia. gagop.org.
What's up, Atlanta? It's Ben Burnett, host of the Weekend Ben Burnett Show. Each and every weekend, right here on XTRA 106.3, we unpack all the week's events. We talk about all the issues with a local Atlanta-based flavor. You can catch me each and every weekend, Saturdays at 2 and Sundays at noon. If you ever miss an episode, you can go to the podcast park or wherever you download all of your content, and I'll be right there. Thanks for listening to the Ben Burnett Show, proudly brought to you by Butler Snow.
318, got a couple of phone calls coming up here in a second. It's only me, it's only the Kimmer with Pete Davis and Flounder and Uncle Sam. And I tell you what, America came back yesterday when it was all tallied and voted, and they're still voting on tallying a couple of votes. But what America came back. America regained its senses. Basically, middle America is not. I mean, I'm sure that the people who made this happen are not political people. They don't go to rallies and stuff. That's just not their thing.
They had buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
For Biden. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm sorry. Here, Flounder, our musical director, Metallica here is way there. It's 2003. Metallica kicked off a 137-date Madly in Anger, the World Tour at Talakahuka in Tokyo, Japan. I might have added a couple of syllables. The Madly in Anger and the World Tour was the 4th highest grossing tour of 2004. Holy crap. They made $80 million in tickets. Jeez. Holy crap. That's good. To the phones. Hold on. Where's I just had my list. I got my phone. What the hell did I do with it? Hold on. Oh, here. No, where is it?
It's up your blinking, No,
here we go. Billy, we got Adam coming up. Here's Billy. You're on the radio. Billy, welcome aboard. What do you think about that election, man?
Hey, victory is sweet, man.
Yes, sir.
I just list the Mule Man from Canton. I'd just like to say that, I know we'll never convince the rainbow-haired, look like they fell in their daddy's face full tackle box face first crowd. They'll never be convinced. But in that same note, if these people who do have, they're not living in their mom's basement and they do have portfolios and stuff and they see it recover over the next 2 years, we can really recover if we kill them with kindness. And the people who do have good sense, we can really get it and keep that congressional majority, and we can hammer it home and hopefully send the Democrats into oblivion, never to return.
Yeah, man. And again, I am all in favor of making sure that Donald Trump does everything to get the economy back, to get people back in, to get off the welfare rolls and be able to afford things. I mean, that's the number one thing, to bring the country together as your middle America is swelling and everybody's going to be happy and everything like that. But I also say we need to go investigate and capture and criminalize and imprison and charge the people who deliberately tried to nail Donald Trump and the rest of us, and with that phony January 6th commission, all the perjury going, the hidden, they destroyed evidence, they faked and lied about the whole thing, and someone's going to have to pay for it. And let's not forget,
Ashley Babbitt.
Ashley Babbitt. I mean, this is unbelievable. To make up for her, to pay tribute to her the way it should. And by the way, that cop who murdered her, that rogue, restless cop who murdered her, should not only not be praised as a hero for saving the republic, he ought to be in prison for 22 years like the George Floyd cops. I mean, this is a bunch of crap. I mean, it's just absolute crap. Hey, listen, Billy, I appreciate it, man. Congratulations, too. We're thrilled. 321 to the phone. We got Adam still, I think.
We got Adam, and then we got Every Friday Susan.
Every Friday Susan. Outstanding. Hold on, Adam, you're on the radio, man. How's it going? What do you think?
Hey, guys. Simplify. Good afternoon. I want to make two quick points. First, one, Scott Pressler did the Lord's work. Now, he was the one who was able to register all those new voters to vote Republican in Pennsylvania.
Young man.
So that was a big win. And also, looks like he's going to have the House and the Senate. No more of these Paul Ryans and Mitch McConnells. Because they basically they stopped a lot of his agenda. We need actual true MAGA Republicans in congressional leadership.
In fact, the only thing that worries me, and again, we'll talk about the turnout. He took Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan.
He's taken every swing state, and he still has the lead in the ones that haven't been confirmed.
It's unbelievable.
Mandate.
Yeah, it is a mandate. But I'm hoping that the fake, wishy-washy Republicans in Congress who have let them get away with it before are not going to be able to have any sway over this, because now we have a chance to keep America free and looking at liberty, and they have to be shunned to the side so we can do the business of America. We're done with these freaking phony, sissy-ass Republican rhinos, exactly. And they have got to go.
Amen to that. Simplify, guys.
Thanks, babe. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Every Friday, Susan. Hey, baby, how's it going?
I don't know if I have words. I truly feel just joy in my heart, but I feel vindicated as well. And I think that with Trump, obviously the Electoral College, but I think even more so important was the smackdown on the popular vote. Because any rhino that thinks that they can get away with all the crap that they got away with in his first term, they're not. They'll be primaried out. I mean, that winning that popular vote to me really sent a message.
Absolutely.
That Americans, whether you're a Republican, independent, it doesn't matter. This is America, and they swung that pendulum so so far to the left that they couldn't even see what was in front of them. They couldn't see that it was going to be a smackdown. And yet the media is still doubling down today on how we're racist and misogynist and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's just, you would think that they would have a little soul searching to do, but apparently they're just too, I don't even know what the word is, insufferable probably is the word.
They're empty. They're empty of character and class and dignity. You'd think you'd think they would learn a lesson from this, but no. In fact, we're going to play an awful lot of media sound bites coming up here in a second, because you're absolutely right, Susan. I'm going to enjoy every one. I'm trying to blame somebody else, too. Anyway, be careful out there, sweet girl. Susan, every Friday, Susan, we lost it. Thanks, sweetie. I don't know if we lost her or not, but anyway, that's. You know what else it does? It makes me. I'm going to play sound bites. That's what I got here in just 1 second. It makes me feel better that I'm not crazy after all. Yeah, I'm a little crazy. I'm weird. I'm crazy. And I'm dangerous. This is true. But I mean, in terms of what I feel about my country and who I am and what my country is, it does me good to think that. Well, I'm not really I'm not an outlier after all. There are other people who feel like I do. That this is all crap.
You know, that was cost you an office side eye to the camera when you said you weren't crazy.
Well, I'm crazy. I'm half nuts, and I'm never going to.
And we figured out last night that your limit is go for the dose, 2 Negro Modelo cervezas,
2 beers. That's about it for me.
That's about the end of it.
That's pretty much the ball game.
And keep our license.
Our license. Yeah. All right, Flounder. In a second, we're going to play cut number 15, 7, and 4. What's that?
We're carrying Kamala. Supposedly at 4.
Okay, Carmela says she has talked to Donald Trump. So did Biden, or sent a message. I don't know if he actually talked to him, but they sent a message. No, he actually called. Biden called both, and Carmela called Trump. And she says she's going to make her concession or speech to the nation at 4 o'clock. Okay, what is the over and under on 4 o'clock?
CPT.
She did call Trump this afternoon, conceded, but she had a warning for the president-elect, lecturing him even as she congratulated him. She discussed the importance of a peaceful transfer of power and being a president for all Americans. Said a senior Harris aide. You rotten, sneaky...
Fade away.
Oh, my God.
Fade away.
Be a president for all Americans. You would never have been a president for all Americans. You called me a racist and a Nazi and a white supremacist and a fascist for 4 years. You dirty,
he just won the popular
skunk.
vote. Shut the blank up.
Yeah, kiss my ass. How about that? Jeez. All right, hold on. Got Donald Trump, cut 15, Flounder. The man was in rare form at 2 o'clock this morning.
We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
Yeah, and by the way, for the record, Carmela's side piece is going to do even worse than Hillary Rodham piece, Stinky Fart Cabbage. She's going to have a worse electoral college result of any Democrat in 40 or 50 years. They were counting on the blue wall of Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, and Trump won them all. I just think that's so funny.
Okay, this is a man who was a Nazi, and he just got the Jews and the Muslims to come together and vote for him. He's the worst Nazi ever.
And the black people. You got and Nazis don't really like black people either. You know? I mean, they got Nazis voting, black people voting.
Jews and Muslims came together to vote her away.
Cats and dogs living together.
It's unbelievable. Do we have more phone calls following?
Yes, we do. We got Stan here on line 1.
Hey, Stan, how's it going, man? What's up?
What a great day, Cameron. I've got 2 observations.
Yes, sir.
The first one of the biggest losers last night was the mainstream media.
Absolutely.
It's love that. The second observation I made is I can turn my phone back on now because I don't have to get all those text messages from the GOP.
And my mailbox.
Anyway.
The flyers in my mailbox, too. Jeez. Hey, thanks,
day.
Thanks,
Congratulations.
Dan. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a great day. It was a fantastic day. 328. In fact, J.D. Vance, by the way, said to Donald Trump, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust, the place to me, And you have placed in me, I think we've just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America. Under Donald Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump. It is the greatest political story in the history of our country.
Not since Nixon came back after losing the California gubernatorial race in 62, after losing the presidential race in 60.
Yeah, but they weren't after him.
He was back by 68. They hated him, but not like this.
Yeah, but this is way over what they've done every day for 8 years to this man.
By the way, last night, Melania
and they put him 4 trials under, they impeached him twice, 4 cases. Oh, my God. I mean, but they shot him twice. I mean,
Melania looked great last night. She seemed happy. And Barron Trump.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
He's like 8 feet tall.
Hey, he's 6'7" or 6'8".
And the imperious look on his face. He was looking around the room going, yeah, I'll remember you. Yeah. And I'll remember you.
I think.
I remember what you said. I remember what you tweeted.
He's already got the look of saying, I got this. I got this. I'll be all right. I got this.
I'm telling you.
I'll tell you what. This is pretty cool. 3:30. I'll tell you, when we come back, you're going to hear some of the reaction from the mainstream media. CNN in particular, boy, they're going to go after this Scott Jennings. Although, I mean, thank God he's hopefully going to be part of the administration. Also, Jake Tapper had a meltdown. Joy Reid, Morning Joe. I mean, and they're all coming up next with the Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. We made it. It's a victory for America. We're back on track. I'm loving it. 3:30, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder.
Just like that, the nation took a decided turn in the right direction. President Donald Trump is once again set to take the office, and XTRA 106.3 will remain the conservative voice you need as we change administrations.
Donald Trump became a happy warrior. His campaign this year was way different than 20 or 16.
Even though we prevailed in this election, there are still things that need to get done in the first 100 days. What will be done to strengthen the economy and knock down inflation? How will he immediately approach the immigration issue in America?
We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that.
We'll bring you all the answers from Atlanta to Washington, D.C. on XTRA 106.3 and the XTRA app.
All right, I got now Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, 3:31. By the way, phone calls take priority, 404-741-1230. Love to hear from you after what a glorious day. What does this mean for America and for you coming up here? I'll tell you, I'm smiling, and my smile is going to be a little better shortly, too, because I'm going back to Dr. Dina Giesler at Atlanta Smiles. My dentist, Dr. Dina Giesler, first time I went to her was either 30 or 31 years ago. And boy, she'd been doing this for so long that she was doing veneers before anybody even knew what they were, by the way. And whether you're looking for a happy whitening type thing or cleaning and bridges and crowns and keeping and by the way, don't forget your gums. It's your gums that hold the teeth in there. And if there's something wrong with it, man, let me tell you, you don't want to mess with that stuff because your teeth are not lasting as long as we are these days. So you got to take care of them. Incidentally, don't forget, now she's a veteran. She's a Navy officer, a dentist. In fact, she was ranked as a master dentist, which only 1% can ever say. And this office, I'm going to be smiling when I walk in because these are the happiest. This is the happiest office of any kind of doctor or dentist you've ever seen. These Kimmer babes will have you laughing and happy and doing their work and all. And by the way, I always take the gas. I tend to like my stories when I have a little gas action. And also, and don't forget the puppy. Now, the first time I went there over 30 years ago, they didn't do this, but Dr. Dina has this little cute little doggy, and she said, "Do you want the doggy?" I said, "Yes, I want this." So put a little doggy in your lap while you're having your dental stuff done. I'm telling you, it makes everything better. Please tell them the Kimmer sent you when you go to get your smile back. Atlanta Smiles. Here's the number. When you're a veteran, tell them you're a vet, and they'll give you 10% off. 404-262-7733. On the web, atlantasmiles.com.
Hurricanes, floods, and war in the Middle East remind us how critical it is to be prepared. Now is the time to visit True Prep and prepare for the worst while hoping for the best. If you're unsure where to start, True Prep's knowledgeable staff is here to assist. True Prep is also your one-stop shop for firearms, including a huge selection of AR-15s, firearm accessories, accessories, plus the cheapest ammo in town. Visit True Prep in Marietta on Cobb Parkway or online at trueprep.com. That's TRUprep.com. Prepare today for a worry-free tomorrow.
You may know that ATL Turf Co. has become a leader in artificial grass design and installation services. But you may not know that ATL Turf Co. is a large artificial grass distributor. We only sell U.S.-made, premium-name brand turf at factory direct pricing below wholesale. And now we're open to the public with large inventories of lawn and landscape, putting green, athletic, and pet turf on sale. Plus, all remnants are on sale for only $1 per square foot, direct from Dalton to our warehouse in Kennesaw. Visit atlturfco.com to learn more. atlturfco.com.
As an official community partner of the Atlanta Braves and the Atlanta Braves Foundation, the Warrior Alliance connects warriors and their families to free services such as health and wellness, housing, employment, education, legal services, and so much more. We need your financial support to increase our impact and change thousands of lives for those who served in the U.S. Armed Forces. It takes more than just thank you for your service. Make a donation to help warriors navigate to success after service. Go to thewarrioralliance.org/donate and make a difference today.
Get ready for unfiltered conversations on The Janelle King Show, where we tackle the topics that you won't hear at your family gatherings, but they're absolutely crucial for a strong republic. Don't miss us live every Saturday at 3 p.m. and every Sunday at 9 a.m. right here on XTRA 106.3. But if you can't tune in, that's okay. You can catch new episodes every Tuesday on the Podcast Park or wherever you prefer to get your podcasts. Join us for these discussions, and I can't wait to meet you there.
I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but the cold air is coming fast. That means a couple different things to me and you. Energy bills will be rising and company coming over for the holidays. Dan Watkins here with all Four Seasons garage, entry doors, and windows. It's time to get your house ready for the winter air and your holiday visitors. The good news is that we have you covered for every opening in your home. So call us today to set up a free estimate with one of our amazing sales consultants. They'll help you pick out the perfect garage door, front door, and windows for your home.
3:35. The Nazi won. It's a Festivus miracle. I mean, think about it. The Nazi won. The Nazi white supremacist, Hitler, fascist, racist won, and he won the popular vote.
He won bigly.
And he won hugely bigly. Anyway, Kim Pete Flounder, 203, Justin Timberlake, one of the winners of the MTV Awards. Also, Christina Aguilera for Best Female. I think this is her singing here. Coldplay won Best Group. Timberlake, Best Album for Justified. The Punjabi MC won Best Dance. Best R&B was Beyonce. Eminem, Best Hip Hop for the 5th year in a row. Reggae, Sean Paul took Best New Act. And Best Video won by Sigur Rós. This is a 2003. 1 billion people in 28 countries watched the MTV Awards held in Edinburgh, Scotland for the first time. 2003. Right? Phone calls take priority. 404-741-1230 to the phones. David, you're on the radio, man. Congratulations if that's your want. And here we go. What do you think?
Oh, I'm happy. I'm real happy. But the only thing that I'm thinking about, and I haven't heard anybody mention it, he's still got sentencing in New York. I mean, how's that going to play out into all of this? I'm
sorry, he has what?
Sentencing for felonies in New York.
Well, if you can try. Yeah, let him try. Yeah, go ahead. and you know that Jack Smith is going to be out. I mean, there's no way you can sentence a sitting president. So if he can stall till January 20th, it's over.
Can he pardon himself?
They've been talking about it, and I don't know whether there's actually been a case. I've heard one legal guy say, no, you can't. Well, wait, hold on, stand by. He's sucking him into an auction in a vacuum cleaner. But I don't know whether, I haven't heard a legal expert actually say true he could do it, so I don't know. I think it'd probably go to court if he did.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. All right. Well, David, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I think David finally got that cat drowned in the sink.
Well, I guess he's got that new that new Rumba machine was going pretty good there. Right went up his leg.
All right, now we got Moose.
Moose, you're on the radio. Hey, help the judge find his wall.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You're doing great, Moose. What's up?
What?
I just want to congratulate all the garbage workers that took out the trash from the White House before state race today.
And by the way,
I appreciate the good job that they're doing and continue the great, wonderful work for another 4 years longer.
Thank you, Moose. God bless America, my friend. And by the way, they got all upset when J.D. Vance says, they were going to they tried to take the trash out, and it's about time to take the trash out after 4 years. It would take the last 4 years or whatever.
Good meme out.
Yeah, so they tried to make it as though he was, he's calling her garbage. She is garbage. Carmela's side piece is garbage. She's a fake. She's a fraud. She's a tramp. She has the morals of an alley cat. She'll do anything for power. She was a side piece for the most powerful man in California to get away with it, to get ahead in the world, by the way. He put her on commissions and executive boards that paid her hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to do nothing, go to a meeting once every couple of months. I mean, what more do we have to say? She got everything she's done by sex and sluttiness. And everything she ever stood for, she lied about when she ran for president. Everything she said, she lied about. She is not a good American. She's a dirty, stinking pile of trash. She's despicable. And if you're an American woman and you have any kind of admiration for her, shame on you. What's the good thing? Name one really redeeming quality about that woman? Seriously.
She lost?
That's the best thing that ever happened to this country.
She was easy?
She's trash. She's despicable. And so is Joe Biden.
As Norm Macdonald said, the late, great Norm Macdonald, not so fast on the slut shaming. America needs sluts.
No, I'm not saying eliminate them. And by the way, for the record, I know she follows this show. Carmela, if you need a little something from the Kimmer, I got a little something left.
You think she's still attractive enough to throw something her way?
I could do a couple. I could like three things.
Hey, wrap her head in the flag and do it for Old Glory.
Take one for the team.
Old Glory.
I'm sorry. No, seriously, she's nothing. She's a bum.
How fast does she fade?
It's over. Who respects her?
A few days, few weeks.
They're at some point. Now, of course, they're all blaming us. They're blaming racists for winning.
Biden,
by the way, we're going to play all those sound bites. I swear to God, I got number 7, number 4, number 8 coming right up for your flounder. But again, don't feel sorry for her, and don't feel sorry for Joe Biden. He's a slimy criminal pervert, and he needs to get his due. He should be in prison for what he's done. All that money, all the millions of dollars. All right. Oh, is that Carmela? I hear Carmela.
That was just another lib freak out video I was looking to play in a minute.
Excellent. Flounder. I mean, he's working way too hard. He's doing like a million things at once.
Like Hillary in 2016.
And by the way, I've missed 2 birthdays and history lists on my thing. I know.
Can we get to the real stuff?
All right. Okay. Here we go. Cut number 4, Flounder. Here we go. You've heard him before between the CNN panelists he's on frequently, and now Scott Jennings is giving CNN a lesson in civics. Your destructive hate campaign for years, ripping the decency from the fabric of this country. Listen and learn, you un-American, biased, vicious, liberal haters. Then shut up and apologize. Cut number 4.
This is a mandate. Has won the national popular vote for the first time for a Republican, for the first time since 2004. This is a big deal. This isn't backing into the office. This is a mandate to do what you said you were going to do. Get the economy working again for regular working class Americans, fix immigration, try to get crime under control, try to reduce the chaos in the world. This is a mandate from the American people to do that. I think I'm interpreting the results tonight as the revenge of just the regular old working class American, the anonymous American who has been crushed, insulted, condescended to. They're not garbage.
See?
They're not Nazis. They're just regular people who get up and go to work every day and are trying to make a better life for their kids, and they feel like they have been told to just shut up when they have complained about the things that are hurting them in their own lives. I also feel like this election, as we sit here and pour over this tonight, is something of an indictment of the political information complex.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we've been sitting around here for the last couple of weeks, and the story that was portrayed was not true. I mean, we were told Puerto Rico was going to change the election. Liz Cheney, Nikki Haley voters, women lying to their husbands. Before that, it was Tim Walz in the camo hats.
Black guys.
Wow. Night after night after night, we were told all these things and gimmicks were going to somehow push Harris over the line, and we were just ignoring the fundamentals. Inflation, people feeling like that they were barely able to tread water at best. That was the fundamentals of the election. And so I think that both parties should always look at the results of an election and figure out what went right and what went wrong. But I think for all of us who cover elections and talk about elections and do this on a day-to-day basis, we have to figure out how to understand, talk to, and listen to the half of the country that rose up tonight and said, we've had enough.
I'll tell you what, did you notice nobody said a word to interrupt him?
Where did he come from?
I don't know.
I'd never heard of him before this.
I don't know who he is. His name is Scott Jennings, and he's on CNN. He's a conservative, but
he needs to be Trump's press secretary.
Oh my God! Well, he needs to be something. I mean,
or Megyn Kelly,
a media specialist or something. Holy criminy!
Yeah,
I mean,
he should run for office.
And again, the thing we're making the point today, it's basically Middle America saying, "Now wait a minute, we're
not Nazis.
We're just not doing that. You can't call us names and make fun of us and expect us to support you.
And you can't have Obama show up every 4 to 8 years in his $10,000 suit to go down to the hood and try and talk like he's from the hood and tell black men what they should be doing and then shame them for not.
Not only that, here's a bisexual pervert, former first black president with his possible tranny freaking wife boy telling black guys how to behave like men. What, are you kidding me? I mean, not alone that. I mean, how many guys say, what, this guy's telling me how to be a black guy? Oh my, and of course they have 3 mansions, over in Hawaii and Maui and
all on the shore somewhere.
On the beach where the water's going to come up and kill him. Yeah, surely. Oh my God. All right, Flounder, can we do it? Let's do Jake Tapper. Again, this is cut number 7. Jake Tapper on CNN, he had an actual, as my mother used to say, a conniption fit. He actually pooped his pants. On number 7, Jake Tapper.
So you asked, are there any places that the vice president is overperforming Joe Biden in 2020? So we could show you that as well. We just bring that out here. Harris overperforming in 2020. Holy smokes.
That's
there you go.
Tapper.
So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally not one county?
Not one. Not one. Entire nation, the whole thing just did not line up. The whole country just sat there.
And again, let's not forget what every pollster said. Every pollster basically said either she's going to win or it's a 50-50 toss-up.
Right, it was a toss-up.
I don't know any.
Rasmussen was pretty good, and I'll tell you in Pete's tweets, one that got it and nailed it.
Well, how many people said that it was going to be an overwhelming slaughter and that he was going to win the popular vote? Yeah. How many pollsters got any of this close?
Actually, 2 did, that I know of. Well, Rasmussen and another one, I'll tell you later.
And we'll come up with some more insane reactions to the stuff last night, thank goodness. And your calls, 404-741-1230. It's 346, Kim, Pete, and Flounder, and so much more coming if you don't mind. Here we go.
The Kimmer Show is only live on XTRA 106.3 every weekday afternoon on your drive home.
Former California First Lady and journalist, so-called journalist and TV star, Maria Shriver, was at a town hall, and a woman stood up and said, "Are we going to be able to ask a question?" As the vice president took the stage with Liz Cheney. Here we go from the town hall last night.
You're not, unfortunately. We have some predetermined questions, and hopefully I'll be able to ask some of the questions that might be in your head. I hope so.
Hopefully.
She just announced to the town hall that there'll be no questions from you people. We just want you to hear what we want you to hear. We don't want to answer your questions. Are you kidding me? I mean,
let the California millionaire elitist with Kennedy ties tell you what you should ask.
The Kimmer Show, every afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. on XTRA 106.3 and the XTRA app.
What if I told you that you could get the engagement ring and wedding bands of your dreams in up to 10 grand in your hand? Jaron Solomon here from Solomon Brothers Jewelers to announce our incredible Takori Bridal event, November 22nd through the 24th at all 3 Solomon Brothers locations. During this event, we will be offering up to $10,000 cash back on your Takori engagement ring and wedding bands, or 3 years interest-free financing. Your choice. Takori will be bringing all new, never-before-seen, handcrafted pieces that you are sure to love. And we're not stopping there. For the first time ever, Solomon Brothers will be including GIA-certified diamonds during this promotion. So put some diamonds on your fingers and up to 10 grand in your hand during our Takori Bridal event, November 22nd through the 24th at all 3 locations, Buckhead, Alpharetta, and Sharpsburg. Shop us online at SolomonBrothers.com and on Instagram at Solomon Brothers.
Join Braves Vacations for some exciting road trips to historic cities and ballparks during the 2025 season. Fans can enjoy 3 games at Fenway Park in Boston to watch the Braves take on the Red Sox, May 15th through the 19th, or head to Wrigley Field for 3 games against the Chicago Cubs, August 31st through September 3rd. Road trip packages include deluxe hotel accommodations, game tickets, exclusive events with Braves team personnel, unique excursions, select meals, optional airfare, and more. Visit Braves.com/vacation to learn more.
You know the old expression, I love it when a plan comes together? Well, with our First Liberty Notes, this has been so true. Hello, I'm Brant Frost, founder of First Liberty Building and Loan. You hear about our family's company all the time right here on the station. For over 30 years, we've been the local lender who said yes when the big banks say no. A couple of months ago, we opened up our First Liberty Notes program to Main Street investors just like you, and the response has been just incredible. Folks from airline pilots to physicians to even pastors are now earning 8 to 13% interest rates while helping to fuel the growth of local small businesses. If you're a qualified investor with a minimum of $25,000, you too could be earning 8 to 13% interest. We'd love to have you join our First Liberty family today. Go to FirstLibertyGA.com and see if our First Liberty Notes are right for you. Go to FirstLibertyGA.com. That's FirstLibertyGA.com.
First Liberty Notes are not obligations of or guaranteed by any financial institution and are not secured by any collateral. They are not FDIC insured or guaranteed by any government agency. You could lose money. SEC accredited investor status must be verified. Securities not offered in any jurisdiction in which it is unlawful.
Hey, it's a Kimmer. We all know that Affordable Care Act is hardly affordable. Those pricey health insurance premiums are killing me. Hey, if you could save up to 60% of your current monthly premiums and get better coverage at a price you can afford, if you're self-employed or self-insured, a small business owner, you got that COBRA thing going, I got a guy, Steven, the health insurance doctor, can easily solve your health insurance dilemma. Steven will customize a comprehensive, zero-deductible, nationwide PPO something. I don't know what that is, but he sure does, and it's available immediately. You can have the freedom to choose any doctor or any hospital, save thousands of dollars of annual premiums, enhance benefits like dental, vision, cancer, accidental policies, and stuff like that. Many current clients are saving more than $10,000 a year. Call my guy, Steven, the health insurance doctor, and see how much you can save. 678-523-0759. There's no charge. It's free to you. You don't have to pay him. Health insurance doesn't have to stink anymore. Call Steven, the health insurance doctor, 678-523-0759. Online, healthinsurancedoctor.net.
Do you think our country's going in the right direction, or does it feel like everything's falling apart? If you're a bit concerned, you're not alone. In fact, Americans from all walks of life have taken action to prepare for whatever's coming next. And that starts with having an emergency food supply. Storing food in your home is the right thing to do because we're living in crazy times, which explains why so many people are preparing. Right now, you can get ready too with a 3-month emergency food kit from My Patriot Supply. It comes with delicious foods like creamy stroganoff, honey wheat bread, and mushroom rice pilaf, all offering over 2,000 calories every day. Their food kit lasts up to 25 years. Who knows what our country will look like then? But when that day comes, you'll be ready. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com now to order your 3-month emergency food kit from My Patriot Supply. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com right now.
Join Southern Thunder Barbecue School for hands-on learning, standing shoulder to shoulder with the pros. It's a day-long cooking school experience with personalized training from award-winning barbecue grand champions. This makes a fantastic holiday gift you can purchase online at SouthernThunderBBQ.com.
By the way, speaking of good food, the naughty little sub-sisters from Nucky's Hoagies were really sweet and wonderful and fun to talk with, and had fun here in the studio with us last night and feeding the staff with the greatest, softest, sweetest rolls and fresh ingredients. Oh, boy. Anyway, Nucky's Hoagies, sponsor of our Flounder's Funnies coming up shortly. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, 3:53. Phone calls in just a second. Here's the New York Dolls. You know, I know the name, but I don't really think I've ever actually heard them. I don't remember ever hearing them on the radio. I don't ever think I've ever
They weren't
seen
on the
them.
radio much.
Yeah.
No.
And also, it's 1972. It was on a British tour. Billy Murcia of the New York Dolls choked on his coffee after an overdose of Mandrax. I don't know what that is. He was an American influential band member of the New York Dolls in 1972, made 2 albums, New York Dolls in 73 and Too Much Too Soon in 74. Were you saying, Flounder, were you saying something? Or was that me?
Yeah, getting some phone calls.
Okay, good. Well, I know. Oh, my goodness. We already have Michael and Rick the Painter, I think, and we'll get to Shall we go right to Michael? Oh, here we go. 404-741-1230. Michael, you're on the radio. What do you think, my friend, after the big victory, the slaughter of the Democrats? Yes, sir.
Hey, Kimmer, it is truly a new day in America. Wouldn't you agree, buddy?
I'm telling you, I feel so much better not only about myself that I'm not such a weirdo outside of the country of the United States, but I feel so much better that my country didn't leave me, that we're still in it together. You know what I mean? I was afraid my country left me. I was thinking, oh my God, I don't know where I am anymore. And I was faked and fraudulently deceived by the freaking media and the social media and everything else and the freaking pollsters and everything else, and they can all kiss my ass and go to hell because that's not fair to make us feel that way, damn it. And we were right all along. Am I correct, sir?
That is right. That is right. Their polls don't reflect opinions, Kimmer. They are to change opinions.
Yeah.
So, these guys, the legacy media, they are just activists masquerading as journalists.
Advocates.
And they're all exposed.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. We found out for sure. And by the way, if they don't make some kind of a comeuppance to themselves, then shame on them. And I frankly, I can't wait to see the fallout of this. I wonder if there's going to be a change of anchor people. I wonder if there's going to be a change. Look at CBS. I mean, God, CBS was one of the most, probably the most influential and respected network, 50 years ago or 70 years ago or 80 years ago. And now it's a disgrace as a company.
Yes, absolutely. Walter Cronkite is turning over in his grave.
Edward R. Murrow?
Oh, man. Do you have the number for who we can call to volunteer to help all the celebrities pack up to move out of the country? I'm ready.
I had a great idea this morning. If I were Elon Musk, I would get a list of every celebrity who said they're going to leave, and I would send them a one-way first-class ticket on a private plane to say, we'll go anywhere you want.
He's got a rocket to Mars.
Even better. But honestly, if I were Elon Musk, I would literally, Julia Roberts would be getting a personal, directly delivered first-class ticket to Saudi Arabia.
There you go.
All right, man.
Has spoken.
I love it.
Nora O'Donnell, speaking of CBS.
Oh, that snotty little.
I was watching her last night, still refuses to stop doing it.
She can't help it.
None of them can help that. Marie Harf and her were the worst.
That Harp, that Maria.
Harf.
Yeah, she with one of the black glasses, that blonde, that chubby blonde. Oh, she used to be up at the state. It's a Harf, I think.
Harf.
The State Department with
spokesperson.
Yeah. Oh,
a liar, just a born liar.
She's back now on
CNN.
MSNBC and CNN and stuff. What a snotty.
Or Fox.
Snot.
I forget what.
357. Do we still have Rick the Painter? I think.
Yeah, we got a bunch of calls. We got Rick on line 1.
All right, Rick, you're on the radio, man. Welcome. What's up?
Hey, Cameron. Good afternoon, sir. Hey, it's a happy day in America, man.
You betcha.
Talking about those pollster numbers, and just they're so wrong all the time. And just for instance, I saw last week, I forget, they had Iowa at over 3 percentage points ahead of Trump, and he won with double digits.
He won Pennsylvania. He won Wisconsin. He won Michigan. Donald Trump won Michigan because he brought the Jews and the Arabs together to vote for him.
Their false information backfires on them, and I guess people think the polls are really right and they're real close. People really got out and voted, and I think that backfired on them.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's great. The trash is being taken out, and it smells better already.
Outstanding. All right, Rick the Fader, get out of here. You're killing me. 3:58. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Do we have time for a funny? You want to take some more calls?
We got another phone call, so let's get to Patricia here.
Patricia, hey, baby, how's it going? What do you think?
What a great day, Kimmer. And you know what else makes it greater?
Yeah, what's that?
The 16 states that voted to give their electoral votes, the 209, to the national vote getter.
Well, I think the country learned a lesson, especially for those people on the far left saying, boy, are you out of it. We don't want you as part of us.
She ends up with like 29 electoral votes.
I know.
Because of this. Right?
She got cream. She did worse than anybody's ever done. I mean, it's just a disgrace. And they asked for it. They only picked her because she was a woman and black. They never should have picked her to do anything. They deserve what they got. DEI fails.
Kimmer, how would you feel, though, if you voted in your state, and your state, let's say it won for Harris, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden your electoral votes have to go to Trump. Wouldn't you feel that your state disrespected you as a voter?
Well,
and your electoral votes?
everything.
Nobody thinks about that.
I know. Everything about this entire campaign election has been hatred on the left side. The Democrats has been hatred and division, calling names from the very beginning, and it just bit them in the ass, and everybody knows it. Patricia, thanks, baby. Great to talk to you. Coming up on 4 o'clock. Ooh, Vice President side piece. I think is she speaking live? No. She's supposed to make her announcement at 4 o'clock coming up. And we'll see what's the over-under, how late, whether it should be 20 minutes late. Give her bean flour. Look out, Herb.
WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting station. This hour is presented by Atlanta Safe House.
This is a Fox News alert. The vice president concedes. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. In a phone call to President-elect Trump, she's scheduled to make a public statement at this hour at Washington's Howard University.
It is unclear what kind of tone we're going to get from the vice president. The party is soul-searching right now. We've been getting some very frank assessments from high-ranking sources within the party, trying to basically do the autopsy, figure out what went wrong. They are acknowledging that the party right now is out of step with the majority of Americans.
Fox's Jackie Heinrich. President Biden has also called the president-elect to invite him to the White House for a transition meeting.
Still nothing on camera from President Biden. They're telling us here at the White House he will come out and talk about Harris's loss and a peaceful transfer of power tomorrow.
Fox's Peter Doocy at the White House. As he did in 2016, Mr. Trump toppled the so-called blue wall.
Fox News has called the state of Michigan for former President Trump. This day completes the Trump campaign's push to flip the blue wall trifecta of Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. States President-elect Trump won in 2016, but lost in 2020 to President Biden.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz, but Democratic Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin has won Michigan's open U.S. Senate seat, beating former Republican Congressman Mike Rogers. And Wisconsin's Tammy Baldwin has been reelected in a close race with Republican challenger Eric Hovde. They're still counting the votes in two remaining battleground states, Arizona and Nevada. While the GOP will retake control of the Senate, it may take days until control of the House is sorted out. Special counsel Jack Smith is reported to be deciding how to wind down his federal cases against the president-elect. The Justice Department's policy is not to prosecute sitting presidents. Wall Street at the close, the Dow gaining 1,508 points. NASDAQ up 544, the S&P 500 adding 146. America's listening to Fox.
Hey, if you're in the market for a rifle, a shotgun, or a revolver, you definitely want to go with the best in the business. And as far as I'm concerned, that's only one place, Henry Repeating Arms. You're going to be amazed by the quality craftsmanship, the buttery smooth action. It makes them a pleasure to shoot. Every one of my Henrys accurate right out of the box. They've all been reliable ever since. Now, the best way to learn about Henry's 200 models, just go to their website. It's one word, henryusa.com. You'll get a free catalog. They'll send you free decals, a list of dealers where you are, and they have a great newsletter as well. And they showcase their made-in-America firearms. Now, Henry's are backed by a lifetime warranty, 100% satisfaction. Made in America, not made at all. That simple. And if you have questions, you can call their award-winning customer service department. Speak with an expert that will help you. Make sure you go to henryusa.com, get your free catalog, free decals, a list of dealers where you are. henryusa.com, a great American company.
So look out. 403, and you're on 106.3, the only news talk radio station in Atlanta that doesn't really suck. And we're celebrating the victory for America. This is Aerosmith. 1970, Aerosmith's first gig ever at the Nipmuc Regional High School in Mendon, Massachusetts. Referred to as the Bad Boys from Boston, Aerosmith became the best-selling American rock band of all time, selling more than 150 million albums worldwide since 1970. They also hold the record for the most gold and multi-platinum albums by an American group. I can't believe
they weren't
that.
around in 1970.
I swear to God, it says that their first gig was 1970.
Well, that was but they weren't famous till much later.
No, that's true. But still, they're the number one gold and platinum album of all time by American group.
Yeah,
the record for most gold and more than the best-selling American band of all time.
That's a little surprising.
Jeez, I had no idea. Anyway,
you're right about CPT. She's
not there.
She's late.
Vice President Sidepiece is supposed to address the nation at 4 o'clock. It's 4:04, and we're keeping an eye on it. We also your phone calls anytime, 404-741-1230. Birthday list, Emma Stone. I got a birthday in. Emma Stone is 36. Emma Stone won an Oscar for La La Land. She was Cruella on the live movie. She'll be Wichita in the Zombieland movies, forever in this guy's heart. Emma Stone, 36. And Lori Singer. She was that skinny blonde that Kevin Bacon fell for in Footloose. She was also in Fame. Lori Singer is 67 years old today. Oh, and
wasn't she in War Games, or was that somebody else?
No, that was that a brunette chick.
Okay.
God, I used to like her too. She real kind of boyish, kind of tomboyish.
Yeah. Not Ali Sheedy. You're thinking Ali Sheedy, aren't you?
No, it was Ali Sheedy is that look, but it was a different one. I think. No, I can't remember her name, but you'll find it.
If there's only a repository of all Western knowledge.
Mom, can you drive me to the library? Sorry. Ride your bike. All right. How many times?
Mom, we get some meatloaf.
How many times did I say, Mom, would you please drive me to the library?
It was Ali Sheedy in War Games.
It was? Okay.
And guess who else was in there?
Dabney Coleman.
And Barry Corbin was in there.
That's right. Yeah, that was a pretty good movie, too.
Matthew Broderick.
And Matthew Broderick.
It was a good movie.
About 50 years. What's that, 72 or 3 or 5? Or
83.
83. Wow. Anyway, on this day in history, this is the American ingenuity. I really love this story, and it's going to take 20 or 30 seconds, but here's the story. 1899, James and William Packard decided they wanted to do something different because they were told, you can't do this. And he said, oh, yeah, watch me. James Packard was an engineer. He didn't like the Winton car owned by an inventor named George Weiss. When he went to give Mr. Weiss suggestions on how to make it better, Weiss says, oh, yeah, if you think you can build a better car, go ahead, smart guy.
Yeah, Packard.
So he said, okay, and he and his brother William made the Packard Motor Company. And by the way, the Packard was the first car to offer factory-installed air conditioning in 1939.
Damn.
Is that unbelievable? I mean,
would they carry a fridge in the trunk?
I don't know how they did it. It had to be a cool air thing. I remember when I came back from the Marines and Arizona State let me in, and I moved to Phoenix, and we had to get an air conditioning system because our car didn't have one. And we'd never lived in the South before in the hot weather, and so we got one of those things installed, and they're all air cooled. All the air conditioning in the South back in the early 70s, 60s were all that air evap cooling. You call it evap cooling, where it's just moist, cold air all over your house.
We got my uncle Al's car in Mississippi once, and we said, "Turn the air on, Uncle Alec." He goes, "Well, I got the 440 air." Well, what's that? 4 windows down and 40 miles an hour.
That's right, or the 440 Oldsmobile engine too. That thing could move.
Oh, the Olds.
Oh, mercy. Anyway, all right. 404-741-12. Up to date. What do you got there?
We got some calls, but I know Kamala is going to speak any minute. So
all right. Well, let's take a call, and whoever this caller is, if you don't mind, we'll put you on hold. If she interrupts while we wait for the call. Can we do that? I'm sorry?
Malcolm,
you're on the radio, and again, if she starts speaking, we'll put you on hold and come back to you. But yes, sir, you're on the radio. Welcome. What do you think?
I just wanted to ask you a simple question.
Yeah.
Look at her vote total. What happens to the 15 million from the last time?
Yeah. I mean, nothing makes any sense. It's all fake. It's all a bunch of crap. It's a fraud. It's based on lies and deceit. I mean, DEI. Whoever thought the DEI but the best way to run anything, let alone a freaking country?
President.
I mean, you're right.
I'm just glad we missed the bullet.
Honestly, I was very nervous. I was still nervous all night long. And again, I just feel so relieved. And again, we are going to be we're going to own the 3 branches of government, but we're going to do the things that are best for the country. They would have done exactly the opposite. Let's not forget that.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, thanks, man. I appreciate it. 408.
It's official. Donald J. Trump has just sent his letter of resignation to McDonald's, effective Monday, January 20th.
Oh, God.
Says, "Thanks again for everything. I look forward to my next adventure, but I leave with fond memories of my time at McDonald's."
I'll never forget the fry machine.
High hopes for him there.
If he never gives out another hot apple pie, it'll be...
He was management material. We can tell.
How about a couple of sound bites here on the reaction stuff? Morning Joe. Oh, my God. Soundbite number 8 here, Flounder. On MSNBC, the Cry Fest went poorly, and Morning Joe admitted that he and his co-homewrecker wife both ran out of tampons, but at least he knew which racists to blame for the political slaughter. Cut number 8, Flounder.
I just say really quickly, too, Democrats need to be mature, and they need to be honest. And they need to say, yes, there's misogyny.
Yeah, well...
But it's not just misogyny from white men.
Listen to this.
It's misogyny from Hispanic men.
Oh, my
Right. It's misogyny from black men. Things we've all been talking about, who do not want a woman leading them. Might be race issues with Hispanics.
Oh, my God.
They don't want a black woman as president of the United States. You know, the Democratic Party, I've always found when you're sitting around talking, they love to just sort of balkanize everybody into these separate groups and say, white people don't like women and black people. No, it is time for the Democrats to say, okay, and you and I have talked about this before, a lot of Hispanic voters have problems with black candidates.
Right.
A lot
and with other Hispanics, you got some that don't like each other. And some of the most misogynist things I've heard going on this Get Out the Vote tour came from black men. Misogynist things. So you're absolutely right. It's not simplistic, and we've got to have real honest conversations.
Yeah, if it weren't for you black people, they would have won.
And brown people. Damn you. Damn your eyes.
Damn minorities. Jesus.
It's like Charlton Heston at the end of the planet. Damn you! You blew it all up!
You hairy
Damn you all to hell!
Oh, God. How about number 9, Flounder, on the
He's got
View?
some phone call. You want to do
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. We have phone call. Phone calls take priority.
Don here on line 2.
Don, welcome aboard.
Get
what
Don
do you
on
think,
the phone.
man? Hey, Don. What's up, man?
Hey, Kimmer. I've got a 19-year-old granddaughter who goes to as a sophomore in college down near Brunswick, and she applied for a Cobb County absentee ballot and didn't get it.
Ooh.
So Monday, she drives 315 miles back to Cobb County, voted yesterday morning, and drove back to school.
Holy cow!
And
Good for her.
19-year-old sophomore,
yeah.
and I'm proud of her. But you may know her dad, the Fuzz.
Oh my God! Oh, Nathan the Fuzz! Oh my God! I can't believe it! Oh, Nathan the Fuzz, one of the great guys. Listen, he's just a great guy. We have so much from the past. He's just a terrific guy, serving his community and his country, and his daughter. He raised her right. That's for sure. That's obvious.
Yeah.
Holy
Two beautiful
cow.
daugers, and that's my granddaughter. And you and I played golf one time together. So,
wait a minute. Who is this? What's your name?
Don.
Don.
Yes.
Don, were you with our tournament?
I played in your tournament a couple of times, but then you came out to Indian Hills and we played.
Oh God, I drove by Indian Hills. I drove by Indian Hills last night. In fact, one of the ways I go home is through Indian Hills Country Club.
I play Brookfield all the time too.
I'll be damned. Well, listen, one of these days.
Anyway, I'm so proud of my granddaughter and 19. Maybe the young folks aren't lost after all. Maybe it's a good sign.
What a great story! Congratulations! If you're talking to the whole family, give them our very best from the whole crew here. We really just think very highly of them. Thanks, Don. Great to talk to you. And maybe I'll meet you on one day on the golf course. I'd look forward to it if it ever happens.
By the way, the Indian Hills people have called, and they're really tired of you driving literally through their golf course.
Actually, I had a guy the other day when I go through the. I either go through the Indian Hills golf course. There are two ways to go through it, and there were two different roads, and that's why I go through. And the other day I was going through, and in fact, it was Halloween. And I was driving through, and a guy and his kids were on the sidewalk, and so I started going about 7 miles an hour. And he actually stopped and put his kids there, and he waved to me and thanked me for being very careful through the neighborhood. So there you go.
You say you want some candy, little kid?
It's 4:13 and still no side piece.
Seriously. Come on.
She's addressing the nation. So the networks are all standing by.
She's doing this on purpose.
Yeah, they get the word. Okay, 4 o'clock. We want free time. Okay.
Doing it on purpose.
We shall see. All right, but we got so much more of this stuff coming up in your calls. 404-741-1230. It's only me, the Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Look out. Here we go.
It's time for the Bortz Report, brought to you by Southern Exteriors, the Southeast premier home exterior solution. Quality and precision you can rely on for over 20 years. Visit southernexteriors.co.
There must be something lucky about the Bortz bus. Donna and I were in Bortz bus number 3 when Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton. That look on Hillary Clinton's face the next morning when she made her concession speech was priceless. Thus far, we've been denied the joy of seeing Kamala Harris's face. She decided she was not going to make a speech last night. She'll talk sometime today, maybe even give us a cackle or two. Her campaign says we have to wait until all the votes are counted. I have been treated this morning to some pictures of Harris supporters crying, wailing, crying, screaming. I have to be an evil dude because I find that so very entertaining. In other good news, the Republicans will have control of the Senate by 1 vote. Control of the House of Representatives is still up for grabs. And I suppose many extra listeners are still furious with me because of the things that I said about Donald Trump. I still mean him. I don't like what he is, but I like what he does. And I'm sure I'm going to like what he does the first few days of the presidency, including shutting down the border. Maybe he can find some other ways to make sanctuary cities feel the pain of their idiocy. But at least we're safe from Kamala's horrible plans. Increase the corporate tax. What a fraud. Anti-price gouging laws, thereby displaying her ignorance of basic economics and the weakness that she would portray to the rest of the world. So let's enjoy the liberal meltdown for a day or two. Might even watch The View. But can we all get together and try to put this country on a better path after the gloating is over? Neil Bortz, XTRA 106.3.
Jason Albritton here from Southern Exteriors. This holiday season, we're doing something truly special with our Home for the Holidays roof giveaway. Until November 30th, you have the chance to nominate a deserving family in need of a brand new roof just in time for the holidays. Imagine the comfort of knowing a family will enter the holiday season in a safe, secure home. It's more than just a roof. It's a peace of mind and a place to make cherished memories. Let's come together and make a difference. The winner will be announced on December 4th. To learn more, submit your nomination. Visit southernexteriors.co. Southern Exteriors, where home means more.
Oh, my God. That looked like, that's not, oh, my God. We just saw Carmela, but it was a Carmela lookalike. It was a fat chick in a pantsuit with long blonde, dark hair.
It's a warm-up comedian.
Oh, my God. And she's going to speak at Howard University. And by the way, I'm going to do a little thing here for my buddies at Atlanta Safe House. But if she starts speaking, we'll break away to that, and we'll come back, make it up. So everything's fine. Everything's doing good. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder for 17. So here we go. Atlanta Safe House. Man, I love these guys. Jeff and Mark, the whole team up there, they have a showroom in Ackworth. And if you haven't thought about a safe, and I keep talking about it, but really think about this, especially if you're of a certain age or you're living in a different part of the country. If something happens and someone needs to get your medical records or your financial records, or there's a dispute over a home ownership thing, or, you know stuff I'm talking about, and you're incapacitated or whatever, somebody's going to have to know where your stuff is, and that's why you have a safe. Atlanta Safe House has all the safes you could possibly want, every possible combination. The pistol safes are just beautiful. In fact, I suggest going up, if you're in the area, Ackworth, Industrial Boulevard, just pop in and say howdy and take a look around. And they're happy just to show you what they got. So when you're in the market, boom, pow. And you should be, because if something happens, how about your living will? Like my kids now know where my living will is, my medical records, my financial records, my stuff, who to call, where to go, what to do, all that stuff. And keep your things safe and sound. Your health care plans, your bank records, the whole deal. Don't forget, rebates and Atlanta Safe House. You get a gun safe there. They're paying the sales tax for the rest of the year. Keep your stuff safe. Tell them the Kimmer sent you on the web, atlantasafehouse.com.
Millions of guys suffer from erectile dysfunction. That's 1 in 4 men. And I can tell you, I'm one of them.
If you or someone you know suffer from ED, Peyronie's disease, or PE, here's 38-year emergency room doctor and founder of Total Body Therapy of Georgia, Dr. Eric Deal.
Patients who enter my office are often frustrated, hopeless, depressed, and embarrassed. I understand the problem, and I'm going to help you fix it. There are lots of competitors that don't have the credentials that I have. When you go to other clinics, you're not going to see a board-certified physician with the experience that I have. When you come to our clinic, you're going to see me. There's just not one therapy that can solve these complex issues. I'll do a complete history and physical prior to any treatment that we use. Take it from me, Dr. Deal. When it's not hard, it's really hard.
Call Dr. Deal for your free one-on-one evaluation and resolve your ED, Peyronie's, or PE issues. Total Body Therapy of Georgia, 404-777-1911, 404-777-1911, online at stopmyed.com.
Insurance companies know that you don't know a lot about the law, so maybe it would be better just to let your lawyer make the call to the insurance company when there's a problem. David Van Sant should be that lawyer. He used to work for the insurance company. He knows who to call, what to say, and he has your best interest at heart. Plus, if you don't get paid, either does he. Van Sant Law, 855 GA Injury, or vansantlaw.com.
Here we go. Stand by. Almost going. Ready for Vice President Shiftless and Lazy, the disgrace of America, who is not an example of a woman anybody should support or admire.
She's not coming out.
She's a tramp.
She's fighting them.
I guarantee you, she's at Howard University. She's supposed to speak at 4 o'clock. It's now 4:20. Who had 4:20? I call smoking.
She's doing shots.
She's getting hammered.
Peppermint schnapps.
Yeah, she's got two hands on beer cans. And by the way, I still carry peppermint schnapps in my golf bag, because that's a great thing for the wintertime golfing. All right, so she's at Howard University. She's supposed to speak and announce her hideousness at 4.
Bring me the mezcal.
I want the worm.
I want the worm.
Oh, God. All right, sorry, Flounder. Here we go. 1968. Here's a little Grateful Dead for you. Well, thank you. My daughter Jennifer was a deadhead. 68, Grateful Dead and Jefferson Airplane. It played at the opening night of San Francisco's Fillmore West, formerly known as the Carousel Ballroom, briefly operated by a collective formed by the Grateful Dead, Jefferson Airplane, Quicksilver, Messenger Service, and Big Brother and the Holding Company as a social musical laboratory experiment. But the venue became famous under the direction of concert promoter Bill Graham. From 1968 to 71, Bill Graham, remember, was killed in a helicopter crash when it crashed on his way back to Fillmore, I think it was, and hung up there in the tower or something. Ugh, gross. 421, we're waiting for Carmela's side piece. Our birthday list includes Rebecca Romijn. Romijn? Is Romaine. I say Romijn every time. And I
she
get
was
wrong.
Mystique in the X-Men movies.
Like the lettuce, yeah. Rebecca Romijn is number 1 on Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Before that, she was Eve Baird on The Librarians and Mystique in the old X-Men movies. And she's still married to Dan Rather, or what was his name?
No, she was married to
Dan
Stamos,
Aykroyd.
I think, and they split up. And she did a body paint thing for the X-Men. It was
Well, that's
unbelievable.
that's not fair. And on this day, again, we're waiting for Vice President Stupid and Lazy. 1967, the late, great Phil Hartman would be mimicking this guy perfectly on SNL. Phil Donahue, 1967, this day started his talk show in Dayton, Ohio. A pioneer going into the audience with a live mic to get their questions and their reactions to his guest. That was in 67 when it started. In 1970, Phil Donahue's show was picked up for syndication for 10 years. Phil's first guest was, quote, the most hated woman in America, Madeleine Murray O'Hair.
That's right.
The atheist. True. She was, and it's true, the atheist, first guest. Of course, I was on his show twice. So
you were the most hated man in America.
I was, yeah. And again, because of that, I got to make love to Stephanie Powers. I think probably.
No, you didn't.
Well, she said, she
what are you, a Democrat? You're just making things up?
I think she was Stephanie Powers. She said when she called me and wanted to meet me, she said I looked like Stephanie Powers.
That's a good-looking woman.
I swear to God, she was Stephanie Powers. She flew in to meet me. Anyway, all right, 423. All right, well, we're still waiting for Vice President Disgusting. Let's play.
We got Scotty the Window Guy and David on the line.
There we go. Scotty the Window Guy. Phone calls take priority. What's up, man? What do you think?
Hey, Simplify, welcome home. Thank you for your service, brother.
I didn't do anything.
Shout out to Kimmer's YouTube Mafia. We all did it. We all did it. I just have one question for you, Kimmer.
Yeah.
Are you better off today than you were 24 hours ago?
Absolutely. Scott, I'm telling you, I am a whole new person. Scotty, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And by the way, I really, seriously, my overwhelming thought today personally is that I feel better about myself because I'm thinking, oh my God, my country didn't leave me. I can't get over that one line. My country didn't leave me. The Democratic Party left half of America, but my country didn't leave me. Finally. 4 years ago, I said, oh my God, I don't even recognize what's going on here.
And then it got worse. We were this close. We were one election away from losing it all.
Forever. And again, you can be assured now they're going to keep the filibuster. They're going to keep the Senate at 50. They're going to keep the Supreme Court at 9. They're going to keep the borders closed. They're going to open up the pipelines. I mean, all the things that
states.
No Washington, D.C. or Puerto Rico becoming 4 new senators.
Tim Walz has showed up.
He's not dancing. He's not bouncing up and down.
He's very sedate.
He's got his hand in front of his face.
Mr. Game Show.
He dropped a tampon on his pant leg. Oh, God, that must have hurt. Oh, geez. Oh, Tim, you little scumbag. You dirty, rotten, sneaky, lousy little grease-stained, punk-ass, chicken-livered, lily-livered pansy. Coward.
Sorry.
Oh, God, I'm a phony freaking warrior with gun and war my ass. Jesus, I want to hit him in the face. I swear to God.
Why are all the names for men who are effeminate usually begin with the letter P?
Yeah, but I say pansy instead of that because anybody gets upset, or sissy, but that doesn't really, it's not strong enough.
He's crying. He's literally crying.
Thank God. Yeah, you deserve to cry all the way back to your basement and hide. Jesus, he's still governor, right? He didn't have to give up his governor.
Which I never understood, that you have to quit your job if you're going to run for a higher office. Right. Why is that not law?
Yeah, make the commitment.
You don't keep power.
Yeah, well, again, because they weren't being voted on for the power they held.
There she is.
Oh, she's bum. Oh, my God, she's topless. She's topless. Oh my God,
mine eye.
She's showing her boobs.
Mine eye.
Oh my God. She's fine. Oh God. Oh geez. Oh, them babies have got to get lifted up or something. Holy crap. Oh, booba. Oh, they're cheering there. Oh, they love her.
Utterly ridiculous.
Oh, they're loving her and being with her.
It's almost like she won.
Oh, she won. She won. They recounted. And she got slaughtered. So there's... more whining.
Last time you'll ever hear me.
Oh, I love you. let me speak. Let me stop.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Hi, Carmela.
Great friend.
Good afternoon.
Repeating again.
Good afternoon.
Shouldn't know what to say.
No. Repeating.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
So let me say,
I'm drunk.
and I love you back.
Oh God. The love, the joy.
So let me
the Nazis
say,
have turned to joy.
My heart is full today.
Full of
My heart is full today.
Alcohol.
Full of gratitude
Doctors.
for the trust you have placed in me.
Disgusting.
Full of love for our country.
Yeah, I love my ass. You
And
don't love
full
your
of
country, a
resolve.
dirty liar.
The outcome of this election
Love
is
your
not
country.
what we wanted,
Oh no.
not what we fought for,
Oh, you fought.
Yeah, it
you
was.
fought.
not what we voted for.
Yes, it is.
But hear me when I say,
Say this, hear me, you
hear
bastards.
me when I say,
Yeah, you racist.
the light
Yeah.
of America's promise
The promise of it.
will always burn bright.
For Republican Party.
What the hell's that got to be?
Wow. Oh, the light is burning, ladies and gentlemen.
As long
Oh, what a speech.
as we never
What is
give
they're
up,
crying.
and as long as we keep fighting.
Fight it. Fight it. Put him in jail. Shoot him. Shoot the president. Shoot him again.
To
Oh,
my
God.
beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very
Oh,
much.
Dougie, the wife beater.
Stop hitting me.
The nanny biting her up, her abortion
To
king.
President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support.
Oh, Dr. Biden. Dr. Biden, that's a little
To
formal.
Governor Walz and the Walz
Instead of my good
family,
friend
I know
Jill.
your service to our nation will continue.
He's crying. Look at him. He's weeping.
Oh, he's crying. The Walsey. Oh, my God. Oh,
And
Walsey.
to my extraordinary team,
Walsey.
to
Yeah,
the
your team.
volunteers
Yeah,
who gave so much of themselves,
Yeah, the Obama haters. Your team.
to the poll workers and the local election officials.
Oh, yeah, you did such a great job getting out the vote. Both of you.
I thank you all. Look, I am so
And
proud
goodbye.
of the race we ran.
Oh, you're proud of
And
it?
the way we
No,
ran
you're
it.
not. You
And the
lousy,
way we ran
fake,
it.
lying bitch.
Over the
Lousy,
107
garbage-mouth
days
hater.
of this campaign,
Racist, Nazi, fascist.
we have been intentional.
Yeah, you intentionally
about
racist,
building
Nazi,
community
fascist.
and building coalitions. Bringing people together
Oh, my
from
God.
every walk of life and background.
All you Jews, all you...
United by love of country,
Loving your country.
with enthusiasm and
Enthusiasm.
joy in our
Enthusiasm.
fight for America's
Enthusiasm.
future.
Enthusiasm.
Oh, my God.
And we did it with the knowledge
Yeah, the knowledge you're going to lose
that
because
we
nobody
all have
likes you.
so much more in common than what separates us.
Not you, no, not your people, no.
Now I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right
Range
now.
of emotions.
I get it.
Oh, you did it. Oh, God. Oh, cackle,
But
cackle.
we must accept
Oh.
the results of this election.
Well, no, let's not accept it.
Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we
She
will
did the
help
hand
him and
motion
his team
of
with their
flicking away the
transition.
fly.
And that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power.
You lying. Good catch, Pete. The hand motion was to flick it away when she said, I talked to President-elect Trump.
Fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results.
And should go to
lecturing
prison.
us.
That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny.
Like the British.
And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it.
You're such a disgrace.
At
You're
the
a
same
dirty,
time,
rotten, lying snake.
In our nation,
You're a pus
we
stain.
owe loyalty not to a president
You're a bum.
or a party, but to the Constitution of the United
Oh,
States.
my ass. You wanted to take away the Constitution.
Oh, my God.
You lying snake. Oh, they're crying. They're crying.
To our conscience and to our God.
Oh, God. You don't believe in God.
To all three.
She doesn't believe in
why
God.
I am here to say,
Oh, Jesus. Mary
while
and
I concede
Joseph.
this election,
Yes, I'll come
I do
back
not
and get you.
concede
No.
the fight that fuels
She's a witch.
this campaign.
She's a witch. Oh, God. Should we keep playing
No,
this?
keep playing. This is golden.
You got to hear it.
Tim Walz
The
crying.
Walz
The
is
fight
crying.
for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness,
Enthusiasm.
and the dignity of all people.
Yeah.
A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation the ideals that reflect
What's she talking
America
about? What ideals?
at
What are you
our best.
like? What? What are you saying?
That is a fight I will never give up.
Let's use the words ideal and fight. We'll fight for the ideals.
This is the longest concession speech of all time.
Never give up.
And it's got nothing in it.
For a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations.
That's why they said no to you.
Women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body.
Why they said no to you.
One last lecture.
Telling them what to do.
That's why they said no to you.
We will never give up.
That's why they said no to you.
Protect our schools and our streets.
That's why they
from
said
gun
no
violence.
to you on all those issues. Oh my God!
And
they forgot what they just
will never
did.
give up. The fight for our democracy.
It's a republic.
For the rule of law.
It's a republic.
For equal justice.
You don't believe in that.
And for the sacred idea.
You tried to put Trump in jail 4 times.
One of us,
Equal
no
law,
matter
my ass.
who we are or where we start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld.
Except by people like you.
Go away.
That's why they voted no.
Oh, she's wearing a mask. Somebody's wearing a mask.
We will continue to wage this fight in the voting booth,
Well, not in the ground.
in the courts,
yeah.
and in the public square.
The square of public.
And we will also wage it in quieter ways.
Quieter ways like sabotage,
in how we live our lives.
hatred.
By treating one another
Oh, yeah.
with kindness.
Like the hate you
and
treated
respect.
us. Like you called me a Nazi for 4 years, you
in the
lying
face of a
skank.
stranger.
Treating me like
and
my
seeing a
ass.
neighbor.
Yeah, I hate you. I hate
Always
you.
using our strength.
I hate everything you
to
stand
lift
for.
people up. To
Jesus.
fight
Yeah, stop
for
the hate speech,
dignity
baby.
that all people deserve.
How about half the country deserves something other than
for
you,
our
you dirty,
freedom
rotten liar?
will take hard work.
Jesus.
But like I always say, we like hard work.
Oh, you know,
There's the accent.
You're lazy.
Hard work
The
is
hood.
good
Yeah, she's
work.
back in the hood now.
Hard work can be joyful
That's
work.
right, baby.
Back in Howard.
What
And
it
the
is.
fight for our country is always worth it.
Oh, we got to work
It is always worth
Oh,
it.
we're always together.
Hate this country.
Oh, yeah. Well, God. Yeah, I'll cry a lot of tears.
To the young people who are watching,
Oh, my God. Nobody.
it is.
Oh, no. Oh, they're crying.
They won't remember her.
Look at all the gay guys.
To
Look at
the
all the
young
sissy
people who are
boys.
watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed.
All those poor fairies.
But please
God.
know it's going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say,
soy boys, I'm
when
so
we
sorry.
fight, we win.
Oh, they're little
But here's the
man
thing.
buns
Here's
are
the
getting all
thing.
soggy from the
Sometimes
tears.
the fight takes a while.
Oh, God.
That doesn't mean we won't win.
No, you're not going to win.
That doesn't
Yes, it
mean
does.
we
It
won't
actually
win.
it means you'll never win again. How about that?
The important thing is don't ever give up.
Yeah, well.
Don't ever
Yeah.
give up.
Yeah,
Don't
well, yeah, it's
ever
over.
stop
Jim
trying
Valvano's
to
speech.
make
That's
the
right.
world a better place. You have power. You have power.
Oh, God,
And don't
stop
you
screaming
ever listen
and repeating everything.
when
Jesus.
anyone tells you
You don't have
something
power
is
to
impossible
change
because
the
it has
future.
never been done before.
No one's ever the past of representing you.
away.
Don't be held by the bending of the past and the things the burdens of the future.
You have the capacity to do
capacitator,
extraordinary good
Dr. Doc Brown.
in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair.
No,
Drink
don't
up, Schreiner.
despair.
This is not a time to throw up our hands.
No,
This is a time to roll up our sleeves.
Let's get to work. Let's get to work, people.
Bye, Felicia.
This
Blocking
is a
those
time
Republicans.
to organize,
Felicia.
to
Attacking Donald Trump for another 4
mobilize, and
years.
to stay engaged.
Yeah, you're gone, baby.
For
It's over.
the sake of freedom
Yeah.
and justice
Yeah.
and the future that we all know we can build together.
Thanks to the Republican Party
Look,
that
many
beat
of you know
like
I
a
started out as a prosecutor.
junkyard
Throughout my
mule.
career, I saw people at some of the worst times in their lives.
They're on a roll.
People who had suffered great harm.
Yeah, because of
and
you
great pain.
and your policies, like
and
economic
yet
policies. They'll never get
found
over it.
within themselves
Well,
the strength and the
to say no to you and everything
the
you stand for.
to take
To
the
get you
stand,
out, take the trash out.
to take a
After
stand,
4 years, to stand for something
to
and take
fight
out the
for
trash of you.
justice,
In the American way.
to fight for
The
themselves,
self to get rid of you and
to
the
fight
policies.
for others.
Hideous.
So let their courage be our inspiration.
Let their courage and inspiration.
Let their determination be our charge.
Oh, the charge of ours.
And I'll close with this.
Oh,
thank
good.
God.
There's an adage, and historian once called a law of history.
A law of history.
True of every society across the ages.
The unburdening of the past.
We're unburdened from her.
Is only when it is dark enough.
Oh, like you mean? Or
can you see
your
the
heart
stars?
And your soul with darkness.
Oh, my God.
I know many people feel
the stars.
like we are entering a dark time.
Because finally we're entering
but for the benefit
end of the darkness.
Us all.
Yeah,
I hope that is not the case.
No, because you're
but
the
here's
shining
the thing.
light.
America,
Carmi.
if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant billion of stars.
A billion stars.
Here we are, the stars again. And buses, yellow buses.
My nipples are hard as a rock right now.
Of optimism.
Venn diagram.
Oh, I want to be with you so bad.
And service.
Gotta start kissing that big fat neck of yours. Oh, God. Working my way all the way down to the joy tower.
And may that work guide us. Even in the face of setbacks. Toward the extraordinary promise.
And the promise of freedom.
Of the United States
to get rid of
America.
Once and for all.
I thank you all. May God bless you.
Happy Festivus for the rest of us.
The United States.
Yeah, my ass. You've never felt that. You never will feel it. And I frankly am so resentful of you. Bye-bye, Felicia.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Karen. Bye-bye, everything you stand for.
Bye-bye.
Everything you stand for. And remember, she called everyone who voted for Donald Trump a racist and a Nazi and a white supremacist and a hater and a fascist and Hitler. Screw you, Carmela. I hate what you stand for, and we won. It's the slaughter. 438. I'm late.
President Donald Trump is once again set to take office.
This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond.
And XTRA 106.3 is here to keep Atlanta informed and connected as things change in D.C. Proud to march on as the conservative voice of Atlanta. XTRA 106.3 FM and the XTRA app.
Well, I hope we're all going to be able to take a nice deep breath and kind of relax and think, oh my goodness, we've saved America. Now let's get down to the business of things you have to do. Let's have a little fun and we'll get your health insurance plan. So seriously, no, it's not fun. I'm so sorry. And maybe, especially if if you're feeling good, everything like that, but then you have this chronic thing, could wipe you out. If you have your own business, maybe you're self-insured or you're self-employed and so forth. Well, you need a health insurance doctor. I, of course, the Kimmer, am not a health insurance doctor, but I know who is. His name is Steven, and I'll give him to you. You can share him. The guy's got great news because the health insurance doctor, for one thing, you have to know the open enrollment period is now open. And that's good news. The bad news is you have to go get your health insurance plan now. So if you really love reading contracts and fine print, not me. No, I don't think so either. But I know the guy who does. Steven, I'm telling you, the health insurance doctor loves looking at contracts and figuring out plans and stuff like that. How about the year-round availability stuff, $0 deductibles? Maybe you go into your doctor, you don't have to pay the $50 like normal. That nationwide PPO, pleasure, pressure, something. I don't know what that is, but he's got all this stuff for you. I know people, the health insurance doctor's got patients saving 60% over Obamacare, Schmamacare. I know families saving $10,000 in premiums. He's been doing this for Metro Atlanta for a couple of decades. The health insurance doctor, thousands of satisfied clients. Oh, guess what? You don't have to pay for it. It's free. No charge. Da-ding, no charge. The services are free. The health insurance doctor, here is that number, 678-523-0759. The health insurance doctor on the web, healthinsurancedoctor.net.
Hey, it's Tug with election season in full swing and football on everybody's mind. Fall is finally here. As those leaves start to drop, your gutters and roof might need some attention. Southern Exteriors has been protecting homes across the Southeast. Whether you need gutter cleaning, Want to add gutter covers or both? Now's the time to get it done. Plus, with any cleaning job, you'll get a free roof inspection. Call Southern Exteriors today at 8779-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. Quality and precision you can rely on.
You may know that ATL Turf Co. has become a leader in artificial grass design and installation services, but you may not know that ATL Turf Co. is a large artificial grass distributor. We only sell U.S.-made, premium name brand turf at factory direct pricing below wholesale. And now we're open to the public with large inventories of lawn and landscape, putting green, athletic, and pet turf on sale. Plus, all remnants are on sale for only $1 per square foot, direct from Dalton to our warehouse in Kennesaw. Visit atlturfco.com to learn more. atlturfco.com.
Are you looking for something simple but delicious, sweet but also savory? Discover Schumann Farms Sweet Onions. Schumann Farms is a third-generation family farm with the Real Sweet brand and Mr. Buck's brand sweet onions. Each brand brings savory, sweet deliciousness to every meal. Whether you're grilling, sautéing, or simply adding a fresh crunch to your salad, Schumann Farms has you covered. Look for Schumann Farms Real Sweet brand and your Mr. Buck's brand sweet onions at your grocery store and taste the difference for yourself. Schumann Farms, the Georgia family farm growing tradition and the world's sweetest onions.
What if I told you that you could get the engagement ring and wedding bands of your dreams in up to 10 grand in your hand? Jaron Solomon here from Solomon Brothers Jewelers to announce our incredible Takori Bridal event, November 22nd through the 24th at all 3 Solomon Brothers locations. During this event, we will be offering up to $10,000 cash back on your Takori engagement ring and wedding bands, or 3 years interest-free financing. Your choice. Takori will be bringing all new, never-before-seen, handcrafted pieces that you are sure to love. And we're not stopping there. For the first time ever, Solomon Brothers will be including GIA-certified diamonds during this promotion. So put some diamonds on your fingers and up to 10 grand in your hand during our Takori Bridal event, November 22nd through the 24th at all 3 locations, Buckhead, Alpharetta, and Sharpsburg. Shop us online at SolomonBrothers.com and on Instagram at Solomon Brothers.
Georgia, are you ready to stand up for our values and our future? The Georgia Republican Party is committed to protecting our families, our freedoms, and our way of life. From supporting law enforcement to defending our constitutional rights, we are fighting for you every day. Join us in advocating for lower taxes, better schools, stronger communities, and together we can ensure that Georgia remains the land of opportunity for all. In the upcoming 2024 and 25 elections, we're dedicated to informing, educating, attracting, and inviting all Georgians to vote Republican at every level, state, local, and federal. Get involved. Visit our website at gagop.org to learn how you can support our local candidates and initiatives. Let's make our voices heard, because in Georgia, we believe in hard work, family values, and the American dream. Stand with us, the Georgia Republican Party. Stand for Georgia. Learn more by visiting gagop.org.
Who doesn't want a great smile? The world seems brighter because it is. Hey, it's a Kimmer. How's it going? You know, that's only one reason to see my dentist, Dr. Dina Giesler at Atlanta Smiles. The other reason, of course, is to take care of your teeth, or they're going to make your life miserable. We all know that. But when's the last time you were smiling before you walked in the door like me? Because I know Dr. Dina and her staff are the happiest Kimmer babes you ever saw. We're going to fix me up, and I always take the gas. They tell me my best stories come out that way. And you can actually get a doggy right there, napping in my lap, a little doggy. I said, go ahead, work away. Dr. Dina's a Navy vet, ranked a master dentist, which only 1% can say. She's been doing veneers since before anybody even knew what that was. My first visit was 30 years ago. Cosmetic dentistry, cleaning, bridges, crowns, especially keeping your teeth and gums healthy to last as long as you do. Veterans Automatic, 10% discount. Just tell them when you call. 404-263-7733. It's atlantasmiles.com. Your new smile's waiting for you. atlantasmiles.com. Tell them the Kimmer sent you. Ask for the doggy. atlantasmiles.com.
Modular and offsite construction is booming. If you're an architect, building engineer, supplier, developer, or contractor, you can't miss the Offsite Construction Summit, coming to the International Convention Center in Atlanta on November 20th. With the rising cost of traditional building, modular and offsite construction is changing the way companies build. It's quicker, cheaper, and offers a faster ROI. So don't miss the Offsite Construction Summit, coming to Atlanta on November 20th. Register today at offsiteconstructionnetwork.com. That's offsiteconstructionnetwork.com.
You say yes, I say no. I have a little reaction on the Vice President's goodbye speech in a minute. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, and the Beatles. Meow, don't know. Bum, 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 bum. You say goodbye. 1967, working at Abbey Road in London, the Beatles mixed 4 songs: Hello, Goodbye, Your Mother Should Know, Magical Mystery Tour, and I Am the Walrus. Did all 4. Holy cow, in one day on this day in 67. Due to the radio feed used in I Am the Walrus being recorded in mono, the song changes from stereo to mono at the line, Sitting in an English Garden.
Yeah, it gets weird. That's a very complicated song, too. The fact that they did that, as well as these other 3, it was amazing.
In one day? That's unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
How the hell can you mix? You can't. I don't get. That's unbelievable. Have you ever seen a studio mixing opera?
Yes.
Holy cow!
I've been to Abbey Road. It's amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, 446. Birthday list: the hideous Maria Shriver, the idiot at the town hall. Again, this is why you lost. They have a town hall for vice president scumbag, and then they say, "Well, can we ask questions?" No, we're not going to let you ask any questions. I mean, what are you thinking of?
Not you, common rabble.
God, we don't want to know what you want to know or what you want. We just want you to know what we want you to hear. Yes. I mean, whoever thought that would backfire? As well as telling black guys how to vote for a girl. Jesus.
Simmer down there.
Sorry. Maria Shriver is 69. Oh, my ass. She's got to be 85. Anyway, Sally Field, Gidget, Flying Nun, Forrest Gump, Norma Ray, Mrs. Doubtfire. Sally Field is 78 years old, and Burt Reynolds said that she was his one true love. If his one regret was that he didn't keep Sally Field happy enough to keep her. So they always find somebody better. You know, the boy meets girl, girl finds
I think he blew that, not her.
I think he probably did. And on this day in history, 447, I almost hate to say this. I really don't want to do it, but I will. 1963, Laura Welsh was 17 years old when she says she lost her faith for many, many years. Laura Welsh would become Laura Bush, the First Lady. But on this day in 1963, she ran a stop sign, slammed into another car driven by her classmate and friend, 17-year-old Michael Douglas, and killed him. Laura and her passenger were not badly hurt, and she was never charged with a crime.
Wow.
Killed a guy.
Today you would be.
Ran a stop sign. And nothing happened. 17 years old. And again, she said she lost faith in life. I mean, after she killed her friend. God. 448, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, 404-741-1230. A quick reaction on the vice president's speech there.
Chuck, that was just unbearable. I don't know if he meant us commenting.
Well, I was obnoxious.
Narrating.
Well, again, frankly, she does not deserve the respect of listening to what she said.
The heck with her. I can see crying over Hillary, but not her.
Oh, my God. And false Walsh, that pansy little chicken, little coward.
He's blubbering.
Yellow-bellied scumbag.
Worse than any woman there.
His cheeks were all floppity and whoppity, and the girls are trying to console him as his tears are pouring out of his fat face.
Frog.
Oh, God. You dirty, rotten snake.
Why,
and Carmela's got... Oh, sorry, like I was saying, all these tweets we got. Flounder actually realized the only way you're going to get me to do stuff is just do it. But now we got Pete's tweets.
David says, please don't fly today.
No.
We need to keep the seats open for all the celebrities who want to leave the country. Atlas Intel is the pollster you should pay attention to.
All right.
They show Donald Trump leading in every swing state.
Wow, that's the only one that I know of. Everybody else got it wrong. All those
Rasmussen was close, and there's a couple others, but that was very few.
Yeah.
Mr. Shane tweets, Tug, can we replace Kimber with the Sub-Sisters? They'd be much prettier to look at.
Well, that's my buddy Shane. His daddy was in the Kingston Trio, I'll bet you.
It might have been.
I'll bet you.
It might have been. Turning on you, I see there.
Yes, he is. It's all right, though.
Not everyone has taken the Trump victory well, Kimber.
Oh, really? I can't.
Take whatever tweets. Yeah. As soon as I see Trump has won, I'm going to slice my throat and be done with this world, knowing I have no other option than to kill myself.
Excellent.
Cheesy Bretter tweets, if Trump effing wins, I'll literally kill myself right here, right now. I'm not effing joking anymore. I will actually live stream my suicide for all of you to watch. I'm so dead.
God, he's going to take himself out of the pool of future people.
That's right. I've noticed the young generations don't believe in periods or any punctuation of any sort.
It's kind of free flowing.
But here's my favorite.
Yes.
It's from plain old Lou, L-U, Lou,
Lou,
who tweeted, Oh, my God, she's going to lose. Oh, my God, she's going to lose. Oh, my God, she's going to lose. I can't have Donald Trump be president. I just finally accepted I'm bisexual, and the majority of my friends are black dudes. I might just have to kill myself.
Oh, Jesus. And by the way, we are laughing at these people threatening to commit suicide.
They're not killing each other.
And we're laughing because this whole thing is ridiculous.
I know. Killing yourself over a politician.
My God.
Please.
Over an election result.
Wait till the politician gets in power.
Yeah,
then
let
they
him
can
do
kill
something. Yeah.
He'll round you up soon.
You had 4 years before. What were you waiting for?
Will Cain tweets 4.9 million Georgians voted in 2020. In 21, Georgia passed its Election Integrity Act called voter suppression by many on the left.
Took away the All-Star game.
No, don't get ahead of me.
All right, that's right.
Biden called it racist Jim Crow. Remember that?
Yeah.
Delta and Coke denounced the bill. Major League Baseball pulled the All-Star game from Atlanta. More than 5 million Georgians voted in this election. Apologies demanded.
Exactly.
Rob Manfred, where's your apology?
Exactly. Everybody. They said, Jim Crow too, and they said, boy, you're never going to be able to vote again. They're going to keep all the black people away and everything else.
Voter suppression. Stacey Abrams ran on it.
We had more turnout, a better turnout than we've ever had for a whole bunch of categories. So screw you and you can't drink water in line.
It was all lies.
My God.
Ryan James tweets that Trump won Starr County, Texas, the most Hispanic county in America, 97%.
Wow.
Trump won it by 16 points. The last time Starr County voted Republican was 1892.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, mercy.
Mostly peaceful memes tweets. Crazy how Florida went from a swing state to solid red after they passed election security laws, isn't it? Mia tweets, don't worry, if Donald doesn't beat Kamala, Doug will.
Yeah, we're laughing at wife beating. Yeah, we are. Because they deserve to be laughed at for everything, including wife beating.
Amber points out that today, Georgetown University is hosting a room they're calling the Self-Care Suite. I think I stayed in that last night.
Self-care suite?
For students to deal with stressful times after the election.
God.
The room consists of, these are for college students, 18 to whatever.
Oh, God.
Legos, milk and cookies, which we have cookies, and coloring books. Georgetown's Public Policy School is doing this.
God.
They train students to work in politics, and they can't handle an election. Yeah, that's what they're.
It's unbelievable.
It's horrible. NBC reported Trump won Tim Walz's home county in Minnesota. Ty tweets, Rosie O'Donnell, you have 24 hours to get the blank out of the country like you promised. Alexander writes, Joe Biden did not accidentally wear red.
No.
Women don't accidentally wear anything.
No, yeah.
And remember Rick Riley?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sports Illustrated, Rick Riley.
Talented, funny, wrote a few books.
Great writer.
Not anymore.
Oh, no, what?
Rick Riley gone off the rails, hates Trump.
Oh, come on.
Posted a pic of his refrigerator showing a bottle of champagne and a bottle of Drano. The champagne had a note that read, if Kamala wins. The Drano note read, if Trump wins. What do you expect from an idiot who keeps Drano next to his food in the fridge?
Well, I hope he drinks it.
I hope he drinks it. Yeah, me too.
I follow through then, Rick.
To show you how low the British have sunk, their Channel 4, which is run by the British government, had a Trump and U.S. election expert on to weigh in on the American vote. Guess who it was?
Oh, not the former mayor or something, the Arab guy?
Porn whore Stormy Daniels. And what's worse?
She's a political advisor.
Yeah. And what's worse? Former Prime Minister Boris Johnson sat next to her and acted like this was something real.
Okay, really. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Shannon Burke tweets, has Rob Reiner set himself on fire yet?
Yeah, please.
Juanita Broderick posted the old pic of Kamala calling Joe Biden the day after the 2020 election and her saying, Joe, we did it. We did it, Joe. Except this time they put Donald Trump's head on Kamala's body, and the Joe he's calling is Joe Rogan. Joe, we did it. We did it, Joe.
Yeah.
Liberal Kyle Garner tweets a warning to all you country folk, especially in Appalachia. Rural America needs to be cut off from the urban-provided socialism they say they hate. Force them to actually live their values for even 6 months. We've been far too coddling to these people. Okay, Kyle, your terms are acceptable.
Yeah.
And we rural folk will no longer provide you with country-provided food.
Yeah.
Where do you think your farm-to-table victuals come from? Central Park?
That's right.
As Glenn Greenwald tweets, Democrats are really spending a lot of time today in intense, hateful energy, fantasizing about the ways they want to punish and inflict suffering on the voting groups who did not do what they were told.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And Scottish pundit Neil Oliver tweets, in light of recent events, UK Labour government now seems about as welcome in the world as a fart in a spacesuit.
The British have lost it. What the hell happened to them? The former British Empire.
They tried to get Trump defeated. He doesn't forget this.
That's right.
And there's a lot of British people that were setting off fireworks, that are wearing MAGA hats.
Yeah.
They're not putting up with it anymore. The West is looking for a leader, and they've got one again.
We're getting them back, that's for sure.
And there's a hell of a lot of people over there who agree with us.
Yeah.
They don't show it on the BBC. Don't show it on Channel 4 and the rest of them. Wales psychiatrist posted a pic of Donald Trump cooking the fries at McDonald's, and the caption reads, 2 weeks ago, he was just a humble fry cook, and now he's about to be president-elect of the United States.
I love it. By the way, this was we got a Flounders Funny coming up here in a minute, Flounder. I mean, a quick thing here, maybe. This was amazing to me. There's a list out from some website thing of the turnout, the voter turnout for the election. Now, again, yesterday I was hoping that it was more than 50%, which I think would be disgraceful. But I said it's not. We both said it would never be like 90. Here's the results of the turnout for states. For example, listen to the turnout for the states: Virginia 73, Massachusetts 72, Florida, Connecticut, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, Nebraska, all 71%. Most of those states, and the next one, I got the next one, Colorado, Maine, Wisconsin, Colorado, Maine, or New Hampshire, New Jersey, Vermont. They were all 75, 77% turnout, and they all went to Trump. Those are liberal states: Minnesota, Washington, Oregon, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Vermont, Colorado, Maine. All went, like 80% turnout, and they all went for Trump.
What do you mean all went for Trump? What do you mean all the votes went for Trump?
No, the states went for Trump.
Oregon did not go for
not
Trump.
Oregon. Well, but most of these, Minnesota, Colorado.
Minnesota did not go for Trump.
Oh, but no, it's home. Tim Walz's home county. That's right. But still, Trump did great in Minnesota.
Other than that, your point's perfectly valid.
Colorado, Maine, Washington.
Colorado did not go for Trump.
New Hampshire.
Maine.
No, I'm saying, okay, but still, their turnout was exactly Vermont, New Jersey, let's see, Nebraska, Alaska. How did Alaska do? They're all a really great turnout.
In fact, we were waiting for the first time ever. Everyone was saying, "Well, go ahead and call it because Alaska's going Trump." Yeah. Alaska has 6 polar bears, according to Josh Carey. Yeah. That's a hell of a vote.
It made a difference. Those 3, bro. Hey, Dow. Those 3 votes. I think they're 3.
6. 3 or 6. I forget. I don't know.
Anyway, 4:58. Holy cow! Well, we got so much more. Your calls 404-741-1230. Well, Flounders Funnies for the naughty little some girls, subway guys.
Being racist isn't like a yes or no thing. You know what I mean? It's not like you have it or you don't have it. Like being racist is more. It's like being hungry. You know, it's like you're not right now. You know? It's like, you're not hungry right now, but a cheeseburger could cut you off on the highway. And you get hungry. We're hungry all day. The cheeseburger's Jewish in that joke. Okay. Cheeseburger is whatever type of cheeseburger you thought it was in your racist heart.
Who's our friend there, Flounder?
That's Mr. Shane Gillis.
Who's doing Bud Light commercials.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Shane.
he's just taking the money. I think he's thumbing his nose and taking the checks. Coming up on 5 o'clock already. Holy cow! Holy Rapid Sports with Pete Davis and so much more.
I have been remiss about writing the sports today. I will see what we have.
We'll ad-lib it. Ain't no big deal. It's 5 o'clock. Look out! Here we go. Stand by.
WFOM and 292 EV Marietta, a Dickey broadcasting station. This hour is presented by Lee Branch Jewelry and Watches.
This is a Fox News alert. Vice President Harris has conceded. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News, speaking to supporters a few minutes ago at Howard University in Washington.
Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power.
But she also added,
while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
She said sometimes the fight takes longer. President Biden has called both the vice president and the president-elect.
The White House says President Biden congratulated Vice President Harris on her campaign and congratulated President-elect Trump on his victory. The president expressed his commitment to, quote, ensuring a smooth transition and emphasized the importance of working to bring the country together. President-elect Trump was also invited to meet with President Biden in the White House, and the commander-in-chief is scheduled to discuss the election results and transition when he addresses the nation tomorrow.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz. President-elect Trump declared the winner in Michigan earlier this afternoon, taking all 3 of the so-called blue wall states and at least 5 of the 7 battlegrounds. Nevada and Arizona still not called yet. Democrats have protected 2 Senate seats in close races, Wisconsin's Tammy Baldwin winning re-election in Wisconsin. And in Michigan, Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin has beaten former Congressman Mike Rogers to take the Senate seat from which Debbie Stabenow is retiring, but the GOP will take the majority in the upper chamber. Wall Street, all 3 indices setting new record closings today. The Dow closed 1,508 points higher. The Nasdaq gained 544. The S&P 500 up 146. America is listening to Fox News.
If you're looking for a firearm, I just love and recommend highly Henry Repeating Arms. They make 200 models of rifles, shotguns, revolvers, and a wide variety of calibers and finishes. Plus, they have new releases all throughout the year. The best way to learn about Henry Firearms is to get their free catalog and check it out online or at home. Plus, you're going to get 2 free decals and a list of dealers where you live and a great newsletter. Go to henryusa.com, click on their free catalog button. It's in the upper right-hand corner. Henry uses old-world craftsmanship combined with cutting-edge technology to deliver reliability and accuracy that everybody can trust. They're easy to use and maintain. It makes them an excellent choice for personal and property defense, for hunting, for shooting sports, and for beginners. All made in America, or they won't be made at all. Remember, to order their free catalog, get free decals, henryusa.com. That's henryusa.com. Free catalog and decals and a list of dealers where you are. You're going to love this company.
Shoulder, right up Blake. Ready on your dog, carcass. It's a beautiful day in America. Holy smokes, we did it. We did it. We saved our country. Thank you, thank you. God bless America. It's a freaking Festivus miracle. Holy smokes. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. How you doing, 504? Love to have your phone calls. Been a lot of stuff reacting all afternoon, right up till 6 o'clock, even more. 404-741-1230. 741-1230. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. And holy smokes. I mean, this is just, what if I just, this morning when I couldn't sleep and I got up eventually and looked at my phone to see what was going on with the thing, and it said Trump predicted to win, and I thought, you know, again, my overwhelming thought is that I feel better about the fact that my country didn't leave me, that I'm not such an outlier that I just
outlier,
I gave up.
Yeah.
Outlier, yeah. I mean, it's just Anyway, and Pete Davidson, Flounder, a lot of reaction all afternoon, and here we go. And again, I guess we have all three. We have the House, the Senate, and the presidency, and that means they're going to keep the filibuster, and they're going to keep the Supreme Court at 9. They're going to keep the border closed. I hope he has a live camera. Please, God, I hope he has a live shot camera. At 9:01 or whatever it is submitted, he opens the official presidency on January 20th after he takes the oath of office. And I hope they have a live camera where Donald Trump, maybe with a pen in each hand, is signing executive orders. Boom, pow, boom,
ambidextrous.
pow.
Or Henry Ford line going through there.
And maybe he has like a can of Diet Coke, and after every executive order, he takes another Diet Coke.
No, a minion has the straw and puts it in his mouth.
I mean, it's just, oh my God, make a thing out of it. Honestly, God, can you imagine? He's going to close the border. He's going to open the pipelines. He's going. The immediate things he's going to do. Oh, he's going to say no more freebies to get in as an automatic work permits or stuff like that. He's going to have him stay in Mexico. I mean, everything he's going to do is the first day is going to be freaking beautiful. Oh,
you imagine the people getting ready to move to South Dakota for the jobs that are going to, and in Texas to the jobs that will be coming?
The Dow, what was the closing? I missed it. It's like 1,400 up. It was huge. It went up like 3 or 4%.
We should have bought stocks yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Bitcoin went through the roof, the highest ever.
Well, there you go. I mean, again, this is America. This shows the positive aspect. And again, the biggest thing is the left tried to swing this country so far overboard that most of Americans, when it finally came down to it, most Americans, thank God, said, now, wait a minute. We don't believe in 14-year-old boys playing in girls' teams and being able to shower with girls in the public schools. Are you kidding? And if your daughter wants to hide her breasts because she wants to be a boy, the school nurse will give her a tight binding robe thing, and you don't have to tell your parents. I mean, what's happening to our children? The tranny, everything is wrong. Open borders, they were going to make 15 million people automatic new citizens, expand the court, get rid of they would never lose another election. And again, the difference is, if the Democrats had won the House, the Senate, and the presidency, they would expand the court, they'd get rid of the filibuster. I mean, all those things that would therefore change America, and they would never lose another election. And they would have all those things which would be bad for the country. Now that Republicans have all three, President, House, and Senate, we're going to do what's best for the country. Donald Trump is going to make this country get back on track, and he's going to do it fast. I mean, it's a miracle. It's a freaking miracle. And I thought, and again, the pollsters, you dirty bastards. There was like one guy who said Trump might win, but everybody else had it 50-50. Everybody else. How many times do we say, oh my God, they have her up on unity? She's ahead on abortion and unity. Carmela has like a 15-point lead over Donald Trump on people bringing the country together. And I keep saying, what are you talking about? She's a hateful divider. She's been calling us Nazis and fascists and Hitler for 4 years.
There's a lot of this stuff's going to, I stay up to 3 a.m. I'm scanning all the channels because I was afraid to go to sleep because of what happened 4 years ago. Yeah. Marie Harf doubled down on the hate rhetoric on Fox.
She's
on all
a
this.
Monster.
Says half the country will wake up afraid today and kept talking about fear. Started immediately calling him lame duck. David Axelrod actually said, and I quote, Donald Trump needs to start putting the country first and not make it all about him.
Yep.
The man almost gave his life twice for this country. He's the first man to enter politics and come out the other side with less money since Harry S. Truman, but he's not putting the country first.
That's right.
This is what's coming from these. Former New Jersey governor and gabagoo enthusiast Chris Christie. First of all, he compared being the governor of New Jersey to being president. It was very similar, you know. Put his sandwich down long enough to utter, look out for the midterms. That's when the GOP will start to abandon Trump and look for the next guy. And don't be surprised if J.D. Vance starts to distance himself from Trump then.
Oh, yeah. Now, why? Everything is negative. Everything is, I can't believe it. Everything is wrong.
They're playing up for their liberal masters at MSNBC.
Jeez. We're going to hear more like from Joy Reid. Rachel Maddow said Trump will make national abortion ban by executive order. Alex Wagner grappled with the national abortion issue, saying that MAGA really is a movement with legs. Gayle King, who is all upset, saying it seems like we'll be in power with no guardrails. Joy Reid, nobody wants Donald Trump more to be president than Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu, backed by far-right coalition. She said she blamed the white women. Oh, I love this. They're turning on each other. Joy Reid, probably the dumbest woman on television, blamed white women for Harris's North Carolina loss. Black voters came through for Carmela. White voters, women did not. That's what appears to be happening.
Hey, where are all the white women at?
That's right.
Hey, don't we have sound?
We got a lot.
Don't we have sound of?
We have The View, and I've got Sonny, and we got
Kamala's uncle.
Oh no! Oh God, this is an amazing story. This is incredible. We have to thank the Kimmer's Hidden Secret microphone and my duplicity. It's an exclusive news break today. Thanks to my surreptitious action, I installed a Kimmer's Hidden Secret microphone a long time ago in the office of Judge Elihu Smales, who happens to be Carmela Sidepiece's uncle. And Judge Smales had heard that the vice president's young assistant named Danny was going to peddle a tell-all book tale about what a tramp she really is. So Judge Smales called Danny in to try to talk him out of it. Flounder, if you will, so number 14.
Judge Smales, sir? Sit down, Danny. Danny, I think you know why you're here, so I'll do us both the courtesy of not reviewing what happened yesterday. Sorry. My niece is the kind of girl that has a certain zest for living. The last thing any of us need right now is a lot of loose talk about her behavior.
I swear I didn't tell anybody anything, sir.
Good. You know, despite what happened, I'm still convinced you have very fine qualities, and I think you can still become a gentleman someday. If you understand and abide by the rules of decent society.
Question you after.
Danny. There's a lot of badness in the world today. I see it in court every day. I've sentenced boys younger than you to the gas chamber.
No.
Didn't want to do it.
No.
Felt I owed it to them.
Well, sure.
The most important decision you can make right now is what do you stand for, Danny?
Goodness.
Goodness or badness?
I know I've made some mistakes in the past. I'm willing to make up for that. I want to be good.
Good. Very good. You know, I know how hard it is for young people today, and I want to help.
What?
Well, just ask my grandson Spaulding. He and I are regular pals. Are you my pal, Mr. Scholarship winner?
Say it. Say it.
Sir. I'm your pal. How about a Fresca?
There we go. All right, 512 right here. How about a Fresca with a thing? Oh, my God.
You know, when I'm listening to that, you know who could play Judge Smales today?
Yeah.
Kramer.
Yeah, he could.
Kramer could do that. Michael Richards, yeah.
I'll be damned. Well, you're probably right. All right, hold everything. Holy crap, it's sports and more of the stuff in politics and reactions, and it's all your show. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. Look out, here we go.
President Donald Trump is once again set to take office.
This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond.
And XTRA 106.3 is here to keep Atlanta informed and connected as things change in D.C. Proud to march on as the conservative voice of Atlanta. XTRA 106.3 FM and the XTRA app.
Well, yes, it's only me. It's only Kimber. You know, we're sure smiling because of the election results. But, you know, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles. And I feel like smiling especially because I'm going back to Dr. Dina Giesler at Atlanta Smiles to get my smile fixed even better. Because, you know, I had some work done a couple of weeks ago. And I keep smiling because I'm going back and I'll be laughing before I even get into the chair. Dr. Dina Giesler is a former Navy officer, a dentist, in fact, a master class dentist, which only 1% can say, by the way. And I've been on my first trip to her, I think, was 30 or 31 years ago for cleaning and cosmetic stuff and bridges and crowns and keeping your teeth and your gums healthy. And she keeps reminding me, you know, we're living a lot longer these days, so sometimes we outlast our teeth, so you got to take care of them. By the way, veterans get 10% off. Just tell her when you call. And don't forget, I always get the gas because, you know, the girls pretend that I really tell great stories that way. God bless them. You love these Kimber babes. It's the happiest doctor's office of any kind that you've ever seen. I promise you. They're just happy and smiling, and they love to take care of you. Plus, they they have a doggy. Honestly, Dr. Dina said, you want a doggy? I said, what do you mean? She said, yeah, I got a new doggy. Okay. So I'm sitting there, and she puts a little doggy in my lap to take a little nap while I'm getting my teeth worked on. I'm telling you, it's the sweetest thing you ever saw. Here's the number, 404-262-7733, and on the web, atlantasmiles.com.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes. But one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Hey, Atlanta, it's Mark from the Safe House. You need a safe. You just don't know it. And it's Gun Safe Month at the Safe House. Gun sales are at an all-time high. Wherever you store your guns or most prized possessions, don't let a fire or break-in wipe away years of hard work or destroy items that can't be replaced. Secure your valuables in a quality safe from Atlanta Safe House. With over 500 safes in stock, Atlanta Safe House offers the best selection of gun and home safes in the Southeast, and there's no waiting on a safe. Go to atlantasafehouse.com. That's atlantasafehouse.com.
Don't miss the Atlanta Mushroom Festival, Sunday, November 17th at Park Tavern in Piedmont Park. Beginning at 12 noon and ending at 7 p.m., this dog and family-friendly event features educational speakers, live music, and over 30 mushroom-themed vendors. Early bird tickets are only $10, which directly supports the nonprofit festival. For more information, visit atlantamushroomfestival.com or Atlanta Mushroom Festival on all social platforms.
I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but the cold air is coming fast. That means a couple different things to me and you. Energy bills will be rising and company coming over for the holidays. Dan Watkins here with all Four Seasons garage, entry doors, and windows. It's time to get your house ready for the winter air and your holiday visitors. The good news is that we have you covered for every opening in your home. So call us today to set up a free estimate with one of our amazing sales consultants. They'll help you pick out the perfect garage door, front door, and windows for your home.
Here's a fantastic holiday gift idea for the cook in your life. Treat them to a day at Southern Thunder Barbecue School, a hands-on cooking experience where you'll learn award-winning technique for cooking melt-in-your-mouth, competition-quality barbecue. Full details online at southernthunderbbq.com.
Hey, are you paying crazy rates for your health insurance? Call Doug Moore at 770-697-0100. Your health insurance costs shouldn't look like a house payment. Are you tired of having things not covered, like doctor visits, labs, etc.? Doug can help, so call him at 770-697-0100. Doug sells all forms of health insurance. His plans have no deductibles, and you don't have to switch doctors. If you're paying too much for health insurance, Doug can help. He has over 20 years' experience. You can go to his website and request a quote. Go to yourchoicehealthplan.net. That's yourchoicehealthplan.net, or call his cell phone at 770-697-0100. Doug can make a plan that you will be able to use. Call 770-697-0100 and he can help. Or go to his website to request a quote, yourchoicehealthplan.net, and contact him. Doug says don't fret. Go to yourchoicehealthplan.net and he can bring rates down. 770-697-0100.
Yeah, well, that's right. Hell, no, we're fine. He said, no, I'm still employed. Lee Brandt Jewelers, our hit luxury jewelry and watches are affordable. Sponsor our 5 o'clock hour. You ought to drop by their store in Sandy Springs or visit LeeBrandt.com. Hey, look out. It's time for Holy Crap at Sports and Pete Davis.
All right, so let's see what I cobbled together here since I've been a little distracted the last 24 hours.
That's all right.
Falcons in New Orleans Sunday.
Yeah, and new coach down there. Who the hell is their coach down? I didn't even look to see who they put in there. He was their special teams guy. I don't remember his name, but it was a special teams guy.
And some people are thinking maybe they're not going to put up much of a fight. The Saints hate the Falcons, so they'll show up. They shouldn't win. This is a prime opportunity to beat them down there.
I'll bet they're going to be angry.
They're not happy, and they want to play up because they know their job's on the line. Of course, they lost Marcus Lattimore, so we don't have to face him either. Inside linebacker Troy Anderson with his knee and center Drew Dahlman and his ankle were full participants in practice up in Flowery Branch, South Carolina today.
Good. South Carolina, not really.
It feels that when you drive up there.
Damn near, yeah.
Unfortunately, Drake London and Grady Jarrett were limited in practice, but they did.
Man, London had a great game last night. Holy smokes.
Still in his head. He felt so good about the whole thing. Last night, when it was such a slow news night, I can see why they did it. Well, the first college football playoff rankings came out, which we barely got over. The Ducks are number one. Who are the Ducks?
That would be the Oregon Ducks.
Very good. Buckeyes, number two.
Ohio State.
Bulldogs, number three.
Well, our team.
Well, it could be several Bulldogs.
Well, it could be Mississippi State.
That's right. There's two in the
Georgia.
SEC.
We'll take Georgia, number three.
Yale.
Yale, also Bulldogs.
Fresno State.
That I didn't remember.
Yeah, Fresno State. A lot of Bulldogs out there. The Hurricanes are four.
Miami.
Longhorns.
Texas.
All right. Nittany Lions.
Penn State.
Volunteers.
Tennessee.
Hoosiers.
Indiana.
You had to think about the Hoosiers?
I did.
Let's see. The Cougars.
Houston.
Very good, but no, it's not Houston.
Oh, it's a different Cougar. Oh,
it's a different Cougar.
Oh,
crap. Lots of wives.
Oh, no, it's not Utah.
Close.
God, the one in the desert. Yeah,
found the Salt Lake.
Yeah, I know the Salt Lake City,
that
Utah.
Guy. Brigham Young.
Brigham Young. Geez.
And number 9. No, that's number 9. Number 10, the Fighting Irish.
Well, Notre Dame, sure.
After that, the teams that matter. At 11th, you got the Crimson Tide. Let's see, 14, the Aggies of A&M. 15, LSU. 16, Rebels of Ole Miss. And then we go down. Let's see, Deion Sanders, Colorado is 20th.
Really?
20th. Of course, the first 12 were the only ones that matter.
Yeah.
So basically, the cutoff is Boise State.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Clemson is 23, Missouri 24, and Army 25th. Army.
How could they be 25th? They're still undefeated, aren't they?
But this is a committee looking at stuff, and they're thinking
they're not going to put Army anywhere near anything.
Oklahoma State coach Mike Gundy has posted an apology for comments he made during his Monday news conference. He suggested fans being negative about his 3-6 Cowboys, quote, can't pay their own bills, end quote.
Ow.
He is in the midst of a 6-game losing skid, his first in 20 years. If this continues, he's fired.
Well, yeah.
He's fired. He's their greatest coach in their history, though. Still. Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney says the reason he was not allowed to vote was over a name snafu.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Dabo?
Yeah. Well, maybe if you use a name that doesn't sound like you're the fourth Marx brother. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Which is actually Zeppo.
It is Zeppo.
Was the fourth one. But anyway, the smart one, the business one.
Well.
Tonight, Bobcats at Kent State. Who are the Bobcats?
Of, Princeton. No.
That'd be Tigers.
Bobcats.
Bobcats.
Oh, I think
Cats
I should
of
know
Bob.
this. I don't know.
Ohio.
Ohio? University of Ohio?
Yep, University of Ohio. Northern Illinois at Western Michigan. Dodgers superstar Shohei Ohtani going to have surgery to repair his torn labrum in his left shoulder that he injured sliding into second base during the World Series. Should be ready for spring training. And the Dodgers have announced that Mookie Betts is moving back to the infield.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
okay.
Could be his second base. They had Gavin Lux there. Could be there. He plays shortstop. I mean,
I thought they loved him on the outfield. He had a good arm.
Love him
and caught
everywhere.
everything.
They love him everywhere.
Well, good.
Super agent Scott Boras says Juan Soto will take his time in free agency.
As he should.
So knowing Boras, that means he'll sign any minute now. Continuing the election theme, one person posted their ballot.
Uh-oh.
All right. They did not vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris or any other candidate.
Yeah.
Instead, they checked the write-in and wrote, Cowboys suck.
I wonder how many other votes they got.
And we here in Atlanta will never hear the end of it, Kimmer.
The end of
never.
The end.
When Donald Trump was leading 28 electoral votes to 3, Harrison Crank tweeted, unlike the Atlanta Falcons, Trump can hold a 28-3 lead.
We'll never get old.
They'll never stop until they win a Super Bowl. This will never, and then they'll only halfway stop.
Oh,
well, this is what happens when your franchise loses the two most embarrassing ways you can lose a Super Bowl: on the field and off the field.
Yeah, off the field in the Miami Bowl in
an hour after getting the Christian Athlete of the Year award, he gets caught soliciting an undercover Miami police woman for
sex. A big shaka baka chuka. You wouldn't get pregnant that way. Let's put it that way.
Mind the teeth. Billionaire LeBron James, delusional as ever. You know what he tweeted this morning?
No, something about his son being
This is the man, as Outkick.com put out, he lives in the 0.0001% of the human race.
So I was complaining about the election results.
Showed a picture of him holding his daughter, kissing her on the cheek, and he wrote, "Heavy on my heart and mind this AM, my princess.
Oh, no.
Promise to protect you with everything I have and more.
You failure, you failure.
We don't need their help."
Oh, God, it's over. They're going to take her. They're going to put her in prison. They're going to turn her into a concubine for the Saudi Arabian royal family. Oh, my God, that Donald Trump, he won't stop at anything.
As Flounder pointed out yesterday, basically, he's mostly worried that his daughter can't raw dog
without consequences.
Without consequences.
What a dad.
Oh, my God.
What a world.
These
What a world.
freaking people.
Today in history, November 6th.
All right, sir.
1990.
Yeah.
Who won the Rookie of the Year award for the National League, hitting 282, 28 homers?
The Braves' third baseman, the blonde-haired guy. Oh, sorry. Chipper Jones.
No.
All right. Well, crap. I don't know. Stop yelling.
He replaced outfitter Dale Murphy in right field in August.
Gary Matthews. Couldn't have been Gary Matthews.
Gary Matthews.
Right. I don't know. It was 40 years
Sarge?
ago. Right. Oh, wait a minute now.
That's coming to you. Married the Hollywood starlet. Storm in the X-Men.
Oh, God. And she didn't know. And the actress did not know that he was a baseball player. David Justice.
She knew he was a baseball.
She said she didn't know he was a baseball player. David Justice.
Oh,
by the way, speaking of the third baseman, who's our third baseman star when he was 17 years old for the Braves? Gary Matthews. No, Gary, what's his name? Come on.
Okay, it's not Eddie Matthews.
It's not Eddie Matthews. Eddie Matthews, yeah. I mean,
you think about Eddie?
Eddie
From the
Matthews.
1950s.
Okay.
Hell of a hitter.
There you go.
Underrated.
Eddie Matthews was asked once about things like hitting coaches. We were talking about this before.
Yes, sir.
Eddie Matthews was saying, talking about hitting coaches, and he said, I've only known one guy in the Braves organization, of all my years of dealing with the Braves, I've only known one guy who refused to take any tips or any hints or anything to do, told everybody to leave him alone about batting, and that was David Justice.
Yeah, he did say that about Justice. Was arrogant.
Yeah.
He was funny.
Yeah.
And smart, but he was arrogant.
He was a wise guy.
He gave me trouble once. I was interviewing Charlie Kurfeld or somebody. Maybe it wasn't Charlie. It was somebody who was next to his locker room.
Yeah.
And every question I asked, David would mock it. David would say something smart ass about it. And
like
I didn't mind it, but it was because it was funny. Yeah. And he wasn't being a jerk. He just thought he was being funny.
Well, that's okay then.
So it was okay. I didn't have
that would be actually be a good interview if you had it on tape.
I read something yesterday, Hank Aaron talking about Eddie Matthews, the fact that, and Ty Cobb used to talk about what a great hitter Eddie Matthews. Totally underrated when you put the greatest third baseman of all time. Because he played in Milwaukee and Atlanta, he's not really remembered that much.
Yeah, you're right.
But he is. He was a fantastic, amazing hitter when he came. But he drove in, I'm trying to 170 runs one year, and he came in second 2 years in a row in the NL MVP to who? 57, 58, somewhere around
Warren
there.
Spahn, probably.
No, he's played for the Cubbies.
Let's play two?
Yes, Ernie Banks.
Ernie Banks.
The man you embarrassed me in front of, but we've already told that
many
before.
years ago.
2007, Greg Maddux won his 17th Gold Glove, setting a new record for the most Gold Gloves by a player, and I think he went on to win, 20 or something, 18 or 20 or something?
Outrageous. On this day in 1869, again, right after the Civil War, the first intercollegiate American football game, although American football was more like rugby and eventually called soccer.
Now, 1869?
1869.
Princeton, Rutgers.
Princeton played 2 games against Rutgers. The entire season of these two teams was 2 games. And each school won once, but the first game, Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in 1869.
I'm telling you what, I've been trying for decades to get a jersey from the 1920s Princeton team. It was black with dark orange stripes all the way down the sleeves. It's so 1920s.
Yeah. Wow.
It's perfect. You just can't find it anymore.
1869 is when that started. 1996, Michael Jordan scored 50 points in his NBA career. It was the 29th time Michael Jordan scored 50. 29 times he scored 50 points. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And Lamar Odom's birthday, 45 years old, former Kardashian NBA player, Lamar Odom.
Then they find him passed out in the rabbit. What was that place outside of Vegas? The whorehouse.
Oh,
the famous one.
The Coyote,
the Bunny Ranch.
The Bunny Ranch.
Didn't they find him passed out there?
Yeah, I think so.
They called them to come get him.
Yeah, we got a guy here.
Lamar Odom.
Wasn't it Lamar Odom?
His heart stopped or something like that. He had to be airlifted out of there. He was with a couple ladies, I believe.
Well, the guy had the cash. He had the cash.
Well, they blew him away with all their talent.
Well, their perspicacity. It's a 5:59. But we have a lot more coming up, and some more actions and reactions and TikTok people. And I watched CNN this morning by design about 4:30 this morning, and there's this chick named Karen Finney, and she said, well, Donald Trump's not capable of fixing anything, and for the record, he's going to make sure there's an abortion ban for the whole country. Your mothers are going to have to do something with your daughters. Oh my God, he's not going to work across the aisle. You wanted this, you voted for this, and now you've got it. Oh my God. Oh my good Lord. Yeah, we voted for it. Thank God we've got it. So you people are gone. God, I hate these people. Coming up on 5:30 already with a repeating flounder. I like that here.
Will happen on day one after the new president is sworn in. Executive orders will fly. Try to come up with some ideas in what those executive orders will be.
Catch Neil's commentary every day on XTRA 106.3 and the XTRA app.
Back to the happy goodness of our win politically. And by the way, people are getting a little weird on the roads out there because they may be a little upset at the election results. If you're an offender bender going home because someone else is celebrating the wrong way, take care of yourself, make sure you're okay. But then the next thing you do is call David Van Sant. If you're in Iraq, especially if it's not your fault and somebody's arguing with you, no, don't worry about anything but taking care of yourself. And then thank goodness for insurance companies. We love insurance companies, but they don't want to pay any more than they have to. David Van Sant the guy who makes sure that Van Sant Law will make sure the insurance companies will pay more than they want to, that's for sure. David used to work for the insurance company, so he knows all the ins and outs. Nobody's going to pull a fast one on him, that's for sure. He knows who to call, what to say, what to double check. And by the way, the most important part for you is if you don't get paid, he doesn't get paid. So you know he's in it for you, period. Here's the number. And by the way, when he calls them, the insurance companies, I guarantee if they see his name pop up on the phone plate, they're going, no, somebody else. I'm not taking that, David. Somebody get out your checkbooks. It's true. And here's that number for David and the gang at Van Sant Law. 855-GA-INJURY. Online, vansantlaw.com.
If you notice any cracks in your foundation, they're not going to go away. They need to be addressed as soon as possible to reduce additional costs that come with repair. Ramjack is the best company in the industry for repairing your foundation. We have the highest quality products in the nation. So, if you are experiencing foundation problems, please contact us at ramjack.com/Atlanta or call us at 770-502-8881. That's 770-502-8881.
You may know that ATL Turf Co. has become a leader in artificial grass design and installation services, but you may not know that ATL Turf Co. is a large artificial grass distributor. We only sell U.S.-made, premium name brand turf at factory direct pricing below wholesale. And now we're open to the public with large inventories of lawn and landscape, putting green, athletic, and pet turf on sale. Plus, all remnants are on sale for only $1 per square foot, direct from Dalton to our warehouse in Kennesaw. Visit atlturfco.com to learn more. atlturfco.com.
At the Piedmont Bank, we're proud to be one of Georgia's largest community banks, focusing on serving businesses and the communities they serve. With headquarters right here in Metro Atlanta, our tailored banking expertise and solutions help meet the diverse needs of our customers so they have what it takes to grow, expand, and thrive. It's what elevates us above the rest. Find a location near you at Piedmont.bank and experience elevated banking for you and your business. The Piedmont Bank. Banking elevated. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What's up, Atlanta? It's Ben Burnett, host of the Weekend Ben Burnett Show. Each and every weekend, right here on XTRA 106.3, we unpack all the week's events. We talk about all the issues with a local Atlanta-based flavor. You can catch me each and every weekend, Saturdays at 2 and Sundays at noon. If you ever miss an episode, you can go to the podcast park or wherever you download all of your content, and I'll be right there. Thanks for listening to the Ben Burnett Show, proudly brought to you by Butler Snow.
Hey, Georgia neighbors, it's time to expect more from your Medicare Advantage. Discover Sonder Health's custom plans tailored just for Georgians. Saunders offers unique benefits, including special plans for those living with chronic conditions. Some plans even come with grocery or gas benefits to support your overall well-being. Sonder Health makes it easy to get the coverage you need. See for yourself what today's Medicare Advantage can do for you. Visit SonderHealthPlans.com, a healthier state of life. Sonder Health Plans is an HMO and PPO with Medicare contracts. Enrollment in Sonder Health Plans depends on contract renewal.
Central Heating and Air Conditioning wants you to know the start of the new season is the perfect time to ensure your home's comfort for the fall and winter. Don't wait like most people do to have your HVAC system serviced. Your home should have maintenance twice a year. Maintenance helps keep your furnace running at peak efficiency and extends the life of your equipment. Turn to the experts for your system's maintenance at 770-GET-HEAT or centralheat.com. Central Heating and Air Conditioning can fix what ails your house and possibly your family with home ventilation and air quality products. Central has packages designed around health using variable speed, fresh air ventilation, air cleaners, air purifiers, dehumidifiers, and more. Carrier products, carrier warranty, and carrier peace of mind. Central Heating and Air Conditioning, your Atlanta carrier expert since 1947 and one of the few second-generation locally owned HVAC companies in Atlanta. Call 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
Yeah. Whoopsie daisy. Cuomo. Whoa. Cuomo, yeah. We're trying to decide who's going to be the first professional broadcaster or journalist or commentator to turn on Carmela and say she was an idiot. They never should have done it.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Call her stupid.
And people was wondering, where's she going to turn up? Where do you think she'll turn up? If anywhere. I don't think she will. I don't think they can do anything with her because she's too stupid and such an embarrassment.
She's not glib, and she doesn't have a power base.
Right.
Hillary did.
Yeah, she's not quick-witted. She's not smart enough to handle anything. Anyway, here we go. Bob Dylan here. Flounder, sorry. 5:35. Here we go. Oh, hold on.
Oh, no.
A second here.
No more harmonica songs.
He cut my mic. You dirty bastard. He cut
I'm sorry. Did I do that?
Did I?
What are you, Urkel? Did I do that?
You rotten bastard. I was playing harmonica with Bob Dylan, and he prevented me from playing harmonica.
No. You were playing harmonica to a Bob Dylan song.
Well, I can say that I played harmonica with Bob Dylan, and no one can dispute it, mister.
Are you been in the Negro Modelo again?
I haven't drank. I've been dipping into the cooking sherry. Bob Dylan, 1967, 3-hour session recorded all along the Watchtower. And John Wesley Harding at Columbia Studios in Nashville. Hardin? It says Harding here, but I think Hardin is correct.
That's because I'm a Hardin.
You are a Hardin in there, you know? Columbia Recording Studios, that's what she said. The Jimi Hendrix Experience later recorded their version of All Along the Watchtower in 1968. Dylan was 67. They did theirs at Olympic in London. Yes, Hendrix had been given a tape of Dylan's recording and worked for Dylan's manager, and so they did it for Jimi Hendrix. That was 1968. We have phone calls, 536. What do you got there, Flounder? Swatoon on the radio. Swatoon, hey, congratulations as an American for the future. We've got our country back. Welcome aboard. What do you think, sir?
Yeah, thank you, guys. I mean, the same way for you guys. Thank you for helping secure future for my kids in this country. Anyway, yeah. I mean, did you hear anything about them leaving America soon? Any of this Hollywood?
You know, I was saying earlier, if I were Elon Musk, I swear to God, I'd get a list of, Rob Reiner and Julia Roberts and all the people who poo-pooed and lied and cheated and tried to steal America's culture from under our feet. And I would send every one of those celebrities a one-way first-class private jet ticket to like Saudi Arabia and Venezuela and things like every stinking one of them, and then have TV cameras there to record their surprised look on their face when they get the special delivery package of their one-way ticket to get the hell out of America. I say we call them on it. Make them leave. There ought to be some way to make them leave. Dox them and hound them until they say, okay, I can't take it anymore, because they deserve nothing. They deserve our spit. They deserve our disdain. They tried to ruin America. They called us racist and Nazis and fascists and white supremacists and Hitler, and they've been doing it for years, and I'm fed up with it, and there's not going to be any conciliation tour. I say we go after them and for vengeance and make sure they never get power politically again, period. Anyway, that's just me.
Oh, yeah. Can I talk now?
Yeah,
okay.
You were saying.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding, Kimmer.
No, I appreciate it.
It's funny how they all want to move to the Canada or some Europe country where there is like 80% of white people.
Yeah.
But they will not choose any country or the neighborhood that has a majority of minority-looking people.
Yeah, and not only, isn't it funny, if they go to Canada, Canada's on the way down in terms of freedom and liberty and abilities to do what you want. Oh, my God, Canada's closing shop. Same thing with Britain. Let them go. I mean, again, maybe it'll teach them a freaking lesson. You learned the lesson as a teenager killing bad guys over in your home country, and, I mean, you paid the price, and you know what the difference is. These people haven't done squat. Julia Roberts, oh, poor baby. What's her, such a hard life she's had to really understand the trials and tribulations of suffering as a poor, broken citizen in some horrible country or something. What a bunch of freaking entitled, spoiled pansies.
Well, that's the best part about America. It's like when I had to leave my country, I had a choice between Canada, United States, or Australia. And but the beautiful part about America is they can move to any country, especially if you like communism, you can move to any communist country and so on.
Yeah,
I mean there are so many out there.
Yeah,
but anyway, I appreciate what you guys did, and I appreciate that you raised the voice and helped Georgia see the light of the darkness that was coming upon us all.
Well, you did more.
In the right direction.
You did even more.
Thank you guys again, and I still didn't see your video of you twerking and dancing.
I forgot.
Yeah, where's the twerk?
Yeah, well, we'll twerk. We'll twerk. Thank you, Swatu. And again, thank you for what you. Thanks, man. Swatu has been a great example from the very beginning of what it means to really be an American citizen as an immigrant the right way.
Democrats are waking up to the fact, where'd all those 15 to 20 million votes go? And one said, damn, y'all, maybe we really did steal the election 4 years ago.
Yeah, where'd they go?
Tom's on the phone.
Where were they? Tom, you're on the radio, man. What do you think? Welcome aboard.
Hey, good evening. Thanks for the entertainment. The great news as a result of Trump's win that you might not know.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Sam is off suicide watch.
Well, Sam! Yeah. I mean, seriously, think about this election, and especially if it appears we will win the White House, the Congress, and the Senate, and therefore we can bring America back to do the right thing. And again, the liberal Democrats, if they had been all three in control, they would have ruined our country forever. And now they're going to complain, oh, well, no, they got a monopoly of all. Yeah, thank God, because Donald Trump only cares about what's best for his country, not the power play. I'm so thrilled about this. I feel like my country's come back to where I think we should be. I don't know. Listen, 441. I think I talked too much. They have to hang up because they can't hear my speaking. Anyway,
you do tend to monopolize.
I know. I'm sorry. I
just
know,
a tad.
I know. I can't. I'm honestly. I'm sorry. I just can't. Everything I've said. It's really. It was boiling in.
I mean, it's funny. It was last night when Janelle and Kelvin were in here, and you had a rant. And I was like, man, he's not even on the phone, and he's just keeping on going.
I think Janelle and Kelvin were a little taken aback.
They enjoyed it. That was one of the highlights of the evening, actually.
Well, we had a lot of, and the subsisters,
Joey Jones,
Stacy and Shannon, and Joey Jones on the Ren and Shannon. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. And again, I bailed early. Pete was around for a long time, and you guys stayed forever.
It was fun.
And by the way, those morning guys were up this morning. I was up at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and they were on at 6, just like they were. So God bless them. Anyway, that was cool. By the way, a quick birthday thing. This is kind of cool. Catherine Cryer is 70 years old. If I remember correctly, Catherine Cryer was a judge, I think, in Texas, and Ted Turner said, I want to start putting girls, not only just flying helicopters and doing weather, I want to put girls on the news. And I think she was the first female talk show host on Turner Broadcasting. Maybe. She was a news anchor talk show host, I believe, the first one. I think she was the first one he hired.
You think there's something going on there?
Well, he was doing that hot blonde helicopter pilot of his. Oh, mama! And that other girl, the other hot blonde, was doing like an economics report or something. Showed up once a week or something. And he had a little thing with her.
Brush with greatness. We go downtown. We're a kid. Dad took us downtown, the whole family, and we're in the Omni. and we're going up the big escalator, and coming down is Ted Turner with a big cigar in his mouth. My dad goes, hey, there's Ted Turner. So we look up, and as he's going by, I think somebody said, hello, Mr. Turner. And he took the cigar in his mouth and goes, hi, folks. And put the cigar back, and he kept going. And 15 paces behind him was his first wife. I think.
God!
Yeah,
really?
Hi, folks.
Hi, folks.
It's funny when you listen to him in an interview. It's like you're really worth this much, and you've done all this.
I know. And again, now he's out of the limelight now. But again, remember the Billboard company and the first cable.
He inherited from his dad, who committed suicide.
Yeah, but boy, did he turn it into a thing. I mean, Ted Turner's
a quarter of Montana.
Yeah, I mean, just for basically a country good old boy. I mean,
he was rich.
I mean,
they were rich.
Yeah, but still, it wasn't like he was, a genius and like Elon Musk doing things for the world.
He saw the satellite before anybody else did.
But he had a vision, and he was hard. He was quick enough and hard working enough to make it
America's
happen.
team,
from billboards to America's team to the cable news. I mean, holy cow!
I remember I saw him a few times at Fulton County Stadium because he'd always go to the games and he'd be right there on the first base line.
So it's friendly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. By the way, I got a little history thing I'd like to get in because I think it's pretty cool, and I thought I didn't know this before, and so you might have never known it either. On this day in 1492, the devil and the glorious tobacco leaf, Christopher Columbus in 1492 on this day noted in his journal that Indians were smoking this weed. The Indians gave Columbus and his crew some of the tobacco as a gift, but the crew and Columbus didn't know what to do with it. The Indians gave them these weeds, and they said, oh, thanks for the weeds. And then later on, it was like a month later, Columbus saw them smoking the tobacco. So he said, oh, my God. He said, we saw they witnessed it, men and women with a half-burnt weed in their hands. He was quoting, men and women with a half-burnt weed in their hands, being the herbs they are accustomed to smoke. The sailors who tried it soon found themselves addicted. Upon returning to Spain, one of the sailors who took up smoking, Rodrigo de Jerez, was jailed by the Spanish Inquisition because it was believed that only the devil could blow smoke from his mouth and nose. And by the time he was released 7 years later, smoking tobacco was everywhere. Only the devil. They put him in jail for...
You know what they say? You never expect the Spanish Inquisition.
The Spanish Inquisition. I'm not dead. Well, you're going to be in a minute. Oh, my God. 5:45. We'll play a couple more sound bites, have a little fun, and Flounder's Fundies, and it's all coming up with Kipper, Pete, and Flounder right up till 6. And it's already dark. I hate driving home in the dark. God.
Latest breaking news to the conservative voices you know and trust. Your best new follow on social media is XTRA 106.3. We're at XTRA 106.3 on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, and LinkedIn, and pretty much any social media you scroll through every day. And we drop exclusive giveaways, new daily content, and the latest breaking news from Georgia and across this great nation. Interact with your favorite Extra personalities. Get the latest on our live events, and so much more. Follow at XTRA 106.3 across all your social media and keep up with Atlanta's only conservative voice.
Lee Brandt Jewelry and Watch Company, where quality and value make the difference. Locally owned and located in Sandy Springs, offering you the finest selection of unique diamonds, sapphires, rubies, and emerald jewelry, as well as other fine gemstones. Lee Brandt Jewelry and Watches has been servicing Rolex watches for over 30 years, and their Rolex-trained watchmaker will service your watch in their state-of-the-art Rolex service center in their store. Lee Brandt uses only genuine Rolex parts, and their estimates are free. Drop by Lee Brandt in the Trader Joe's Shopping Center in Sandy Springs or visit LeeBrandt.com.
Its technology is not just intelligent, it's thoughtful. Its cabin is not only spacious, but sensuous and stylish. It's indulgent, yet versatile. Meet the 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 SUV. With its electrified performance, it can energize you with every drive. Experience the 2025 GLC 300 SUV and lease one for just $509 per month for 36 months with $44.63 due at signing. Exclusively from RBM of Atlanta in Sandy Springs. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this vehicle and many other models. And visit today to see how to qualify. Special lease rate rate available only to qualified customers exclusively from Mercedes-Benz Financial Service through RBM of Atlanta, Sandy Springs through October 31st, 2024. Excludes tax, tag, title, and Georgia Lemon law fees. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this and other exciting offers. Visit rbmofatlanta.com or call us at 770-390-0700 for details.
Hey sandwich lovers, today's your lucky day. There's a whole new way to roll for lunch or dinner delight with Nucky's Hoagies in the Roswell Corners Shopping Center. Now open. Nucky's Hoagies in Roswell is family owned and operated by the Sub-Sisters, Stacy and Shannon, whose love language is food and Nucky's Hoagies, their passion. When you bite into a Nucky's Hoagie, you'll taste the difference. The softest hoagie rolls ever, along with hunger-quenching sandwich combinations. Make Nucky's Hoagies in Roswell on Woodstock Road your new favorite spot for lunch or dinner.
Hi, this is Bruce Hagen. And this is Matt Hagen. Hey, look, accidents happen, and that's when Hagen happens. And now, Hagen happens twice, because there's two of us.
We're here for you on what is probably your worst day, so that all the days ahead can be comfortable and taken care of properly.
We treat your personal injury case personally. You're not just a number to us. You're a human being, and we're going to treat you with the respect that you deserve.
Let us here at Hagen Law be your advocates. You can find everything you need to know at hagen-law.com.
Hagen-law.com.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Modular and offsite construction is booming. If you're an architect, building engineer, supplier, developer, or contractor, you can't miss the Offsite Construction Summit, coming to the International Convention Center in Atlanta on November 20th. With the rising cost of traditional building, modular and offsite construction is changing the way companies build. It's quicker, cheaper, and offers a faster ROI. So don't miss the Offsite Construction Summit, coming to Atlanta on November 20th. Register today at offsiteconstructionnetwork.com. That's offsiteconstructionnetwork.com.
Who doesn't want a great smile? The world seems brighter because it is. Hey, it's a Kimmer. How's it going? You know, that's only one reason to see my dentist, Dr. Dina Giesler at Atlanta Smiles. The other reason, of course, is to take care of your teeth, or they're going to make your life miserable. We all know that. But when's the last time you were smiling before you walked in the door like me? Because I know Dr. Dina and her staff are the happiest Kimmer babes you ever saw. We're going to fix me up, and I always take the gas. They tell me my best stories come out that way. And you can actually get a doggy right there, napping in my lap, a little doggy. I said, go ahead, work away. Dr. Dina's a Navy vet, ranked a master dentist, which only 1% can say. She's been doing veneers since before anybody even knew what that was. My first visit was 30 years ago. Cosmetic dentistry, cleaning, bridges, crowns, especially keeping your teeth and gums healthy to last as long as you do. Veterans Automatic, 10% discount. Just tell them when you call. 404-263-7733. It's atlantasmiles.com. Your new smile's waiting for you. atlantasmiles.com. Tell them the Kimmer sent you. Ask for the doggy. atlantasmiles.com. And in my room were two kind of ballady love type songs. Yeah, real kind of slow, sad things. And I remember when they came out, I thought, my, this is different.
but they were huge hits. Anyway, in Britain, they played those. Ready, Steady, Go was one of the first rock pop music programs in the world. Ran from 63 till 1966. I thought it was on longer than that. Anyway, to the phone, Shay, you're on the radio, man. What's going on? Welcome aboard.
Hey, thank you, Kimmer. I couldn't call in earlier, but you'd asked me in the show for the experience of last night. So about 3 different things to tell you. So,
yes, sir.
I stayed up for the entire event and couldn't go to bed until about 3 a.m. after I heard Trump speak. But the first indication, or the first 2 indications I took note of, was the betting odds. So some of the coverage I was watching was talking about the betting odds, and all of a sudden it went from like 53 to 68 to 90%. And I thought, well, you got to go with the betting odds. These people have I heard $300 million on the line that people have put on Vegas odds.
Wow. Pete told us about a guy yesterday who bet $40 million on Trump to win. $40 million bet.
Then,
holy moly.
Yeah. Well, so Tucker was interviewing a lot of people on his show right before, and even Dana White said, "Man, I wish I'd have put money down right after the Kamala debate," because he said that's when everybody thought that it might be turning a page here, and he said that would have been the time to put money down. But then the second point I was wanting to make, of course, there's the 3 levels of government, the Senate, the House, and the presidency, and it looks like we definitely have the Senate and the presidency, and it looks like we're going to get the House. The other 2 that aren't talked about, though, we have a very conservative, good Supreme Court, and so that makes a big difference. And in the gubernatorial,
huge.
We're 27. So we're 27-23 on governors right now. So it's almost, if you take those 2 into account, it's almost like we got all 5. Not that they have any say so, but still, just to think about it,
And by the way, and legislatures too. There was the last survey I saw showed there was more and more Republican legislatures, which is just as important as a Republican governor around here too. So that's another good point.
Yeah,
yes,
definitely. But the last thing you'll get more than anything, and that's walked into my daughter's room this morning and got, before I went to work, and got her cereal, and she looked at me, and of course she was asleep, way before everything started last night, and she's 16. She's not a baby anymore, but she looked at me, and we talk a little bit about politics, but not anything too in depth. I just sort of explained some things to her, but not from a hugely biased thing, because I want her to have her own opinions, make up mine.
Yeah, you're a good dad.
I didn't know she had any strong, really, leanings or feelings or emotions or anything. And she said, I said, yeah, I was up late, stayed till the end. She looked at me, she said, so did we win? And I'm like, we kicked ass, baby girl. I said, it's the numbers are still coming in, but it's just getting bigger and bigger, but it's over. And she looked at me and she said, I feel so much better. She said, thank God, that just makes me feel good.
Wow.
And I didn't know that in her mind, it was happening, and I didn't, we talk about it every once in a while, but it wasn't a huge deal. It was mainly just, we don't have to watch the commercials anymore. We don't get, spam anymore in our text, but it actually meant something to her.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she was relieved. And I thought, holy that's amazing. That was going on in her brain, and I had no idea that she had an emotional attachment. So it was that sort of put it all together for me when I saw.
Well, you must be a good dad. You did something right there, Pop. And that's a good sign, my friend. That's a great sign. Yeah. Thank you, Shane. Nice to talk to you. I really, really appreciate it. And by the way, my daughter Jennifer, who's a screaming socialist liberal along with Sarah too, but Jennifer this morning texted me, "Congratulations, Daddy."
That's nice.
And I texted her back, "It's morning in America, my sweet firstborn precious child, and all is well."
Funny thing is I saw she updated her profile picture to all black.
Jennifer did?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's the Hate America. Isn't that the Hate America thing?
I don't know, but I just noticed that this morning.
Jesus. There you are.
Got breaking news that'll make you happy.
Real quick. Yes, sir.
Liz Cheney has just received deployment orders to Afghanistan. And guess what crawled across the stage there before Kamala came out?
A skunk?
Squirrel.
A rat?
Squirrel.
A squirrel.
Squirrel.
It's
the ghost of Peanut.
The Peanut the squirrel. Oh, my God. Oh, hold on. Flounders Funnies for Nucky's Hoagies right
You
here.
know what I hate about these corporate chains? You go in there, you're paying for a business. They make you, like, do half the job now. I don't get it. Like, I walk in, let me get a turkey sandwich, lettuce, tomato on rye with mayonnaise. The guy behind the counter's like, all right, turkey sandwich, lettuce, tomato on rye. Yeah, and mayonnaise. Oh, the mayonnaise is, it's right over there. Really? Why don't you, go over there? Put it on the sandwich. Get it? I'm on this side of the register. Guy who orders the sandwich, guy who makes the sandwich. Get it? I'm sorry they fired the mayonnaise guy, but I'm not doing it. I just gave you 100% of the money to make 100% of the sandwich. This isn't like a relay race. You make half the sandwich, then you hand it off to me. I run over, I throw a pickle on it, frisbee it over to my mom. She sticks an olive with a toothpick in it. Do you recognize me? It's because I don't work here, all right? Let's make the sandwich. I'm out. I gave you the money. I'm out. It's over. That's the end of my part. No, I asked the guy for a drink. He gave me a cup. I finally go, you know what? Let me just get this whole thing to go. And the guy's like, all right, the to-go lids, they're right over there. He just snapped the lid on top. I just wanted to grab this guy by his throat. Where is it? Where's Hill? The guy making me do all this extra Where is it? I just choked my way up that corporate ladder.
He's hiding in the back. Bill Burr. I mean, he's just one of the greatest, just spontaneous comedians of all time, because there's no way he can write that script. I mean, it just comes out. That must be so much fun. Anyway, God bless America. Congratulations. America's okay again. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder tomorrow will be Thursday. Yeah. Oh, goody. Anyway, I got to go. You're killing me. Christine, sing me home, baby. Hoorah. God bless America. Herb and a herb.
The Morning Extra from The Kimmer Show from 3 to 6 p.m. Only on WFOM and W292EV Marietta. Extra 106.3 FM.